Yes, 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 yes. We are so back with Forza. Ooh, Lancia Delta we can win. We can win a Lancia Delta, which is a good thing. For now, Honda Trophy Truck. Do I even have one?
Welcome back,
Honda Trophy Truck. I don't think I have one. It's a good thing. Honda. No, I don't even have the trophy truck yet. That's a good thing. There's no one yet in the Discords. Cheers, Sandy. While we're waiting, let's have a look what we need to... Ooh, we can win an Alpine. This is going to be S2, anything goes, yeah. Boring! One danger sign, one off-road speed trap, one for drifting. Let's do the off-road road stuff first. For that I have a Rimac off-road build, which is insanely good because of the instant acceleration. Is that from there? I think so. Let's go from here. Initial acceleration is amazing. Gun it in seconds. 280, that's an instant. Oh, that's also new personal best. Let's go for no speed zone. Let's do that from here. Hey Mike, how you doing, mate?
Hey Marky, I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Good to hear, good to hear. Yeah, doing fine myself too.
I will say I do not have a whole lot of time today to play.
Oh, that's okay. Just do the festival playlist.
Yeah, we're gonna need to get it done pretty fast. I've got some school assignments and work today.
I'm doing the seasonal PR stunts now.
I'm glad you're starting this earlier. You can get it done and out of the way sooner.
Earlier. Well, the thing is though, this is the first time that for us summertime has started. So for me it's the same time, like I'm doing it for at the same time as usual, but obviously an hour has changed.
Mm-hmm. That might be daylight savings then, right?
Daylight saving, exactly.
Yeah, because it affected some of my school meetings as well. They're now an hour earlier than normal than they were before daylight savings. That makes sense, but yeah, it still works out because we can get this done faster.
It works out immensely great for you then.
For the most part, yes.
Easy. This Rimac is amazing for S2 PR stunt stuff, for off-road. Instant acceleration. That's the PR stunts done. Forza on shop and we can buy an Extreme E. Who in the right mind would buy an Extreme E? No one. What do we have? We have 3 championships, 2 event laps and then 1 trial. So it's going to be championship, event lap, championship, event lap, championship, trial. Easy. Obviously all championships are... Oh. We have...
Wait, you found something?
we have one championship that is for dirt racing.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a very... You have to use the Hoonigan Bel Air for B class. Okay.
Oh, well, we have that, right?
Bel
I remember we did an off-road race in the Hoonigan Bel Air in B class.
Well, I actually have one made for B class, so that's perfect. I have actually got 5 Hoonigan Bel Airs, Jesus.
Yeah, I probably need to build, well, since it seemingly is a pretty good rally car for the lower classes, I need to probably build one for A class too.
Yeah, I have one for B and A class. Then I have a drag. I think this is probably a wheelie car, looks like it. And I have a drift car for the Hoonigan Bel Air. Then I have a stock one that's just in my garage doing nothing.
I do have a drag build with the Funko engine swap in S1.
Yeah, I'm going to assume this is like either a drag build or a wheelie build. Oh yeah, that's a wheelie build.
It wheelied immediately. I mean, it's got the setup for it.
Yeah.
It already is what we in America call a gasser, and so its front end is much higher up, and that way you can do some slight wheelies.
Yeah, insane. Alrighty, Hoonigan B700, let's get it. I know.
Stream started, right?
Yeah, stream has started.
Cool. Hello, everyone who might be in chat.
We have Sandy and Maximus currently in chat.
Do you have anybody else who will be attending today?
Maybe Poke. I know Cyber won't be attending us for a while because he has some setup problems.
Hope it's not related to his account being compromised.
No. He's got some setup problems from with the actual PC. He sent a message to me, but I forgot what it actually was. It was like he has to he has some family issues and he has to take care of something, and that's usually when we are streaming. I think that was.
That's unfortunate. Those kinds of issues can be a bit dicey at times. I've encountered such issues before a couple of years back, and yeah, it was not fun.
I don't doubt that. What if I reduce turn off VSync for now? Okay, I mean I am ready for that B class Hoonigan championship if you are.
I just got to join you in convoy.
Oh yeah.
Let's find you real quick.
Xbox socials. Practical.
Yeah, my thing just takes a while. That's what I get for having a PC that's 4.5 years old.
Oof.
There we go. There's your name. Okay, I already sent the invite. Accept. Right here.
There we go. Let's not waste
All right,
any
go
time.
ahead and send it. My brightness needs to be adjusted. It's a little dark.
Bit random, like Hoonigan Bel Air for dirt racing. It makes sense though.
It turns out it's pretty good.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I get it.
Yeah.
Don't know if Poke is going to be joining. He is usually working late on Fridays. It happens quite often that he joins us in like half an hour after I start the stream.
If he does.
If he does. Haven't heard much from Quack. Haven't heard anything from Tomato. Could be that it's going to be just the two of us.
I'm fine either or. As long as it's you and me, we'll have twice as much fun as we normally would.
Oh yeah, doing these festival playlists on your own will get boring very, very, very quickly.
That's the
We're
truth.
like nearly at the same level. Very close.
Well, probably the event that has the greatest effect in terms, like when you have multiple players, is the trial.
Yes, for sure.
Because if you have a bunch of randos that are not good, then you have pain.
I did it last week. Like I think I did the festival playlist like somewhere like early this week. And yeah, I had to retry the trial like 2 times because I had bad luck with randos.
Mm-hmm.
No grip, no grip, no grip.
You're fast in a straight line, but I guess you're
Stock
somewhat
tires.
struggling for grip.
But I'm all-wheel drive.
Well, kinda need all-wheel drive.
Yeah,
You're gonna do off-roading.
definitely too.
I can definitely tell I've got more grip. I've got the off-road race tires on mine.
Yeah, that was definitely the better choice.
I am sliding a bit, but nowhere near as much as you.
No, I was kind of hoping I had a power advantage with stock tires, but that clearly is not really the case that much.
Well, frankly, I think we established that you can get away with stock tires if it's a cross-country race.
Yeah, cross-country for sure. Dirt racing, apparently not so much.
Not so much. It's just like regular racing, so you just need more grip.
It's also more understeer, I have to say. Maybe we need to get rid of the understeer, make it more stable. I think it would be a whole lot better. But it's not like this car has got a ton of horsepower. Like I think I have like 600 or something, which is decent.
Well, that's 150 more than what I've got.
Yeah.
I've got 450.
Which is not a huge increase.
Might as well be huge to me.
Are you all-wheel drive?
Yes, I am.
Perhaps like a meet in the middle, like rear-wheel drive off-road race tires might be decent.
I mean, you could try. I'm not going to.
Depends how much power I can gain.
I think
And
you're
if
going to
it's
have
going to be,
oversteer issues,
yeah.
frankly.
That's true. Ooh, tree! Feck.
Frankly, if you ask me, it's better to have understeer than oversteer.
I hate
At least you're not
understeer,
gonna.
so-
At least you're not gonna bleed speed, by just not having enough grip. Or I should say traction. It's not really grip. That's the understeer issue. It would be traction. So you just
Here's how I
can't get
see
going.
it, though. Here's how I see it. Because oversteer is somewhat manageable. It just you need to be a bit less finger heavy with the throttle. Understeer is something you can't really do much about. So understeer is more like a car issue. Oversteer can be somewhat of a skill issue.
Maybe. I just have a lot of problems trying to control oversteery cars.
That's usually why my tunes are usually like very, very tended to oversteer. but there's like almost no understeer in any of them. Except for this one.
Because this is the outlier. That's not a good line. Curious question, Marky. Have you played Soapbox Race World recently?
Not recently.
Well, that was odd. I just saw an AI flip over.
I think it's been at least like maybe a year and a half since I've played it. Maybe even longer than that.
Wow. A year and a half?
Yeah. Just a second, I'll take that.
Pardon me?
Well, there was a community event that went on this week. It was called the Bugatti community event. You can get some special cars that they're releasing.
Oh. I completely missed it. On what server was it? Was it like on like Night Riders?
Yeah, it was on the Knight Rider server.
Night Riders. I need to give that a
It's
go.
actually finishing today. You need to get 50 multiplayer races done. I
Oh,
just
wow.
finished doing those last night.
We need to give that a go then again.
It worked. Uh-oh.
Is
think
Night
I'm
Riders
getting-
quite active these days? Oh, I think you just disconnected. Yep. Mike has internet issues. I need to do this on my own then. Also don't have any arrow, which can be problematic. Yeah, so there's absolutely no grip. No grip. Usually for cross country you can get away with having stock tires.
And all internet issues.
Yeah, so I've noticed. I'm like halfway through this sprint, so it won't be long. It also doesn't help that I don't have any arrow. Definitely need to make that front end more snappier. Good enough to beat AI, but the AI isn't on max difficulty. You know you've got a good car where you can easily beat the unbeatable difficulty.
Yeah. I don't like racing against them because I don't like the first car just being like a mile ahead of everybody else.
That can happen. If you are indeed like 4th or 5th, the guy in front can just easily pull away quite easily.
Well, I wonder if it's inhumanly fast.
I have to say though, it's been a while since I've actually raced Unbeatable. Usually I just do these festival playlists and they are on highly skilled. Obviously the trial is unbeatable. So that gives you a good indication of how good your car is compared to the AI. Yay, now we got another bone shaker. Got like 5 of those already.
I am having some issues with Discord. It's not letting me go to the main menu. We're still VC, but
Yeah.
Discord is like frozen.
You could like hover over like voice connected in green, or maybe it's in yellow. Or if you hover over that like Wi-Fi icon, you can see how much ping you have in Discord. That gives you a good indication of like maybe you have some internet issues or Discord is having issues. Whenever you're ready, you can join back into my convoy, and whenever you can. In the meantime, I'm gonna see what I can do about this Bel Air.
Strange. Let's see if I can join you. I can join you.
Okay. Off-road race tire is an additional 20%. Okay. Then we have 2 event. Oh, okay. What? The trial is in a D-Class Mini 65. Okay. Nice. I need to build one of those actually, because I only have like a C-Class Mini for off-road. Doesn't matter. We have 2 event labs. Both of them are off-road, obviously. One is B-Class Classic Rally. The other one is Unlimited Off-Road A-Class. I suggest we start with the Classic Rally B-Class first. Basically go work our way up from like slow to fast and then end with the slowest class.
So we're gonna come back to the Bel Air Championship later?
Yeah.
Because apparently since we only did the first race, it didn't count.
Nope. That happens.
I think it's the first time that we've been that the game is like no and disconnects us mid-championship.
Oh, I've had that many times when I was in that temporary house where we had like super terrible internet. It happened all the time there. Classic Rally B-Class. What do I have for that?
That's so freaking weird. It's the first time for me. I do have an Ethernet connection to my computer. So I've got a fiber cable into a router that's right next to my PC. All right. Well, whenever you're ready to start this first race.
I'm gonna go with the... should I go with the Volvo? Wish I had like a B-Class Mini for this. It's B-Class Classic Rally.
B-Class Classic Rally. I've got those.
I wish I had the Mini for this. The Mini 65. Kinda wanna use that. Build a car for... Then I have to build like another 2 Minis. One for D-Class, one for B-Class. I can use the Stratos. No, I think I'm gonna go with my Escorts. Can I ask, how much time do you actually have until you really have to go?
Probably around 12:30 is when we might need to quit.
And how much is that from here? Is it like an hour or so, or?
Between an hour and 10 minutes and an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, okay, an hour. That should be good enough.
Hopefully.
All right.
Hopefully we don't run into any more internet issues.
That's not going to help. Alrighty, Classic Rally
Go ahead
B-Class.
and extend it. I've got a B-Class Classic Rally car picked out.
I've got like a... I've recently built a C-Class Mini for off-road racing with the off-road race tires. it has quickly become one of my favorite off-road cars for C-Class, and is going to be featured in that video series. I also want to build a B-Class Mini, because front-wheel drive is just so goddamn efficient that I just want to see how much I can push that front-wheel drive Mini for off-road racing. B-Class is something I want to try.
Probably the highest you can go, because once you go to A-Class, then you need all-wheel drive.
Yeah, there hasn't been a car that I've found that you can build for A-Class off-road front-wheel drive. There hasn't been a car. I've tried it with like the Honda CRX Mugen, because you can fit the 6.2 liters centrifugal supercharged LS motor in. But you either have to like super compensate with like tires, brakes and roll cages to not make it competitive anymore, or it's just going to be wheel spinning for days. So you can't have best of both worlds for A-Class.
Well, its weight distribution becomes too rear bias at that point, right?
Yeah, it will.
At that point, then you have to go all-wheel drive, which would probably put it into S1 class.
Yeah, that would instantly put it into S1 class.
This is actually, this little car, the Renault 8 Bordini, actually is the best power to weight ratio out of all of my classic rally cars.
I was considering using that because I know I have a build for that that's amazing. But then I saw this Escort and I want to use Escort.
I think it's a little under 900 kilograms and it has 210 horsepower.
I know I've got more power than that, but I think I'm also heavier.
This thing is very darty, since it's so light. And since this was an actual rally car back in the 60s, it's great.
Ooh, that was a good corner. That was a good corner.
Oh goodness. There's that power.
I think I've had like 250 brake horsepower.
Yeah, I might need to retune mine because I think I have a brake upgrade on this. This is an old build.
And I have like 300 and something Newton meters of torque, so that torque is going to help me quite immensely. That was not a good exit. Are you all-wheel drive?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm rear-wheel drive.
Probably why you're able to get so much power out of it.
All of my classic rally cars are rear-wheel drive. I haven't built one for all-wheel drive.
Yeah, mine are all all-wheel drive. I'm just like, I'm not going to risk it. It's still chucking into turns. It can still slide. But I've got the all-wheel drive traction out of the turns. Even with the all-wheel drive upgrade, it doesn't bring the weight up that much. It's like 50 to 70 kilograms, somewhere around there, when you put the all-wheel drive on.
Ooh, bit of two-wheel action. And those cars are already stupid light to begin with, so it's not like you are adding that much weight in the total.
Mm-hmm. Those tight sections, I can tell that you're having some difficulty trying to put your power down.
Yeah, immensely. Lost so much time there. Okay, easily beating the AI.
And I gotta go back and tune my classic cars because I haven't touched them in over a year, and so they've all got the old upgrade style that I had, which was with brake upgrades, which is frankly useless.
Especially on like on off-road, there are even more uses than on off-road.
Yeah, you do use the brakes a bit more when you're on-road racing.
Rise in Mexico intro one. Nice.
Versus when you're rallying, I guess because there's increased friction with the off-roading, that it helps with braking, especially if you just let off the throttle and then apply a little bit of brake pressure.
And I also use more the handbrake than I use regular brakes.
I would use it to help rotate the vehicle, especially if I'm encountering some understeer issues. Because the handbrake's good for that too. So if you ever trying to go into a turn, you're not turning enough. It's like slight dab of handbrakes help rotate the vehicle into the turn.
Also amazing for hairpins.
That is, yeah, exactly.
Retro Rally, that's going to be like Evo and Impreza only pretty much.
There's some others that probably would fit in there. What class?
B class.
B. Okay, B, Retro Rally.
Oh, no, wait, Modern Rally is just Impreza and
That's right.
Evo.
Yes.
Ooh.
So I've got a Ford Puma, a Lancia Delta, Mitsubishi Galant, at least Nissan Pulsar, even though that's not got the... What is it? The off-road tires.
Off-road
Subaru
tires.
Legacy. The one that I'm probably going to use is either the Puma or the Delta, because I think those have the proper upgrades where I got rid of the brakes. I'm going to go with the Ford Puma. It's interesting. It's considered retro, but it was made in 2003, this car.
Yeah, retro is definitely spent over by a very long time. Because the oldest car here is from 1982. The newest car is then from 2000 and what was it? 2003?
I'm not sure. No.
Is
Actually,
your Puma
don't know,
all-wheel
to be
drive?
honest. This is all-wheel drive, yes.
I'm also going to use the Puma.
It
but
might
not
bog
all-wheel drive.
just a little bit, but since I don't have a brake upgrade, I was able to get 230 horsepower out of this. And it weighs, well, a bit more. Around 1150 kilos.
1150. So I have 281 brake horsepower, 382 newton meters of torque. I weigh 1135 kilograms, but I'm still front-wheel drive.
Yeah, you were able to get the extra horsepower because you left it front-wheel drive.
Exactly.
Let's see which one has the. Let's see which tuner has built the better Puma.
I was also heavily considering using the Lancia 037.
I do have one of those completely bone stock though.
Yeah, I have it still in rear-wheel drive, the 037. It's quite good actually, very light. You can get the power on rather quickly.
Well, though it's rear-wheel drive, it's also mid-engined, so more weight on the rear tires.
And also the reason why I left it rear-wheel drive is, well, it's known to be rear-wheel drive. It's, yeah. The last
it's the
rear-wheel
only
drive
car that can beat the mighty Audi Quattro in real life, despite it being rear-wheel drive.
As far as I know, it's the last two-wheel drive rally car that won the World Rally Championship.
It's the only rear-wheel drive car that could beat the Quattro.
Yeah.
But we're testing Pumas.
Yeah. This is actually a good indication how good the Mini would be for B-Class front-wheel drive. Obviously the Mini is a lot lighter, but
Just gotta make sure that weight distribution is mostly towards the front.
yeah. Ooh, a Lancia Delta S4, that would also been a good choice.
I thought about it, but I wanted to try the Puma because I know for sure that does not have a brake upgrade. I don't remember if my Delta has a brake upgrade or not.
I think my Delta S4 is in the A class, so obviously I will struggle here because of traction.
I have a supercharger on my Puma, so I'm getting little supercharger whines.
Nice. I think I just have a turbocharger.
The supercharger might be better because it actually puts more weight over the front tires.
Does it?
Yes, it
Supercharger
does.
are more
'Cause
heavy.
the supercharger is heavier.
Ah.
All on the road. until we get to the switchbacks. Then it goes off-road.
Yep.
Is this just event lap or is this a
Championship.
Okay. Now I can easily beat the AI. They were a little bit better on-road, but they are not going to be good off-road.
Nope.
The rain's probably not helping you here. I do wonder if you would beat me if it was dry.
I would say we're quite even right now. I don't think I'm actually like gaining, but I don't think you're pulling away either.
Looks like the gap opened a little bit there at the end.
Yeah, I had some trouble with traction at that low speed corner.
Mm-hmm. Which, again, it makes me wonder if you could potentially beat me if the conditions were dry.
I think also those constant tight hairpins didn't help with traction either.
Yep. The worst of the three. 20,000 credits instead of 35,000 or $250,000.
Yeah. Also have front arrow. Maybe I should swap that for the bull bar. That's probably heavier.
It is heavier. I have the bull bar on mine. It helped me put the car in B class instead of A.
See, I think I would have a better chance in this race because of pretty much no hairpins at all. Obviously I will struggle at the start because of no traction.
I get a slight bog because it's only 230 horsepower, but I got launch control to help me regulate boost.
The handling is fantastic though of this car. Like
AI is leaving no room. There we go, no pass. 2 more.
there we are.
Final pass.
Alright, now the battle is on.
Yeah, I did not have a good line through there. I guess you should have technically had more grip than me, because I also see you've got the rear arrow. I only have the sport arrow.
That was mainly just for downgrading it to B class. Ooh, subscription. What is my username? That's literally his name. Lovely. Huh. Using all the power.
And being brave.
Just throw it into corners, I love it.
Fair enough.
Ooh, nice.
Your extra horsepower probably helped you there at the end.
Yeah. There's also no sliding, no traction issues. Those damned hairpins at that first race really messed me up.
1 second. That's all there was.
Between the complete race, 1 second. And we get another Evo.
Already got a bunch of builds for them. Guess I got to do some road builds.
Yeah.
I've got the rally builds. I guess now I got to do some road builds.
That's on a trophy truck. Funnily enough, I didn't have the trophy truck yet, so that's a good thing for me.
The Ridgeline trophy truck?
Yeah, the one that we are currently winning for this week's championship. Or festival, I should say.
I'm not doing Horizon Arcade.
Unlimited buggies.
You have arrived early,
What class?
but the next
A class.
Horizon Arcade event
Ugh.
will begin shortly.
I mean, I guess we have like some of the larger buggies we can run that are not bad in A class. The tiny little Polaris, though, no, that's not fun to drive in A class. Its wheelbase is way too small. It'll just be swinging all over the place.
I've never liked buggies in this game, actually. It's
Well,
like- yeah.
I will say I do like the Exoset. The Exoset is pretty nice to drive. And then I would probably say too the Illumicraft C10 buggy doesn't drive bad either. It's got a big enough wheelbase that it's not too darty, but it's also light enough that it can still corner good.
Wow, this car is so much worse. I have the Hot Wheels Rip Rods, but that only has 368 brake horsepower, 349 Nm of torque, and weighs 739 kilograms. Then I have my Exoset, same class, but like 100 more horsepower, 200 more Nm of torque at the same weight. It's a no-brainer, to be honest.
I think I wonder if it's because the Rip Rod is more aerodynamic than the Exoset.
Could be, but... I mean, I could try using it. Hot Wheels.
I retuned this vehicle recently, so I'm going to pull it out. I have a 400 horsepower aerial Nomad that I'm going to run.
The build looks decent. Yeah, the build looks good. I think I can use this. I'm gonna see how can I... Maybe it is quite agile though.
My car has absolutely no problem spinning up all 4 tires.
It looks like the track for this event lap is very tight, so maybe the slight lack of horsepower and a better agility, I think, has to be. We'll see. Starting the event now.
Hey, my character is being weird about the wheel. Hang on, it's
Oh, a limited off-road.
not
track.
that. Yeah, it's not what we thought.
It is a short track, so it's going to be quite agile. Pick something that's quite light. All these are cross-country builds. Hmm.
This might be an easy choice.
Don't have an easy choice here. They're all for cross-country, not really for dirt racing. But we're gonna see if this is going to be a decent choice.
Well, I picked the best cross-country vehicle for this one. You want to hazard a guess at what it is?
Yeah, obviously it's a Jeep.
The Jeep Trailcat.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the lightest. It's actually one of the lightest options.
I think it is, yeah. Someone's using a truck, nice.
Well, I see you picked out one of the Rally Adventure trucks.
Yeah. Need to raise the ride height on this car though. Look at how low it is.
It's very low. My Trailcat should have enough ground clearance if we need it. I thought about running the Diverty Jeep, but I think the Trailcat's going to be better.
Not the extreme ease in a way.
All of those bloody tire barriers are solid. Extreme weight, you're too slow.
Dive bomb! I am not trusting this wall.
Tap the wall.
Ooh, wall.
Yeah, I nearly ran into it myself. I had to keep turning. Oh, that landed. Turned in too much and clipped the stupid wall.
I have to say, this car is not half bad. It doesn't have the pace of the Trailcat, that's for sure. But it's not that far off.
I see you're using the handbrake there.
Yeah, quite a lot. Ooh.
Uh-oh. On it. Yeah, Trailcat is definitely better here, I would say.
Here's the thing, I like using cars. Oh, back. I like using cars that are not like well known to be good.
Me too. I don't like using the obvious choice, but I haven't driven the Trailcat in a while, so I'm just like, you know what? Let's entertain it.
Hey, you're gone.
Yeah, this track definitely suits the Trailcat. I don't think the Diverty Jeep would do nearly as good here. And hit the wall. Ow!
Hey, this guy made a Joker section. Yeah, nice.
I hit a stupid, like, protruding section of the wall. Took the jump too fast, couldn't turn in time, and hit a stupid protruding section of the wall.
Still easily won. Yeah, look at that, 2.5
Despite
seconds.
the fact that I both flipped and crashed into a wall, which caused me to completely stop. I guess we both had skill issues that race.
Yep.
Because if you did not have any skill issues, you would have won.
Can I race this car? No, it's already at max. Ha, nice.
Alright. That's
Livery
that
looks
done.
awesome. Livery looks awesome though.
12 points now. French Prince, that gets you a Bone Shaker. The Buggy Bounce, that gets you the FJ40. Air Stunts I could do later. Really need to do like the champion of the trial.
Do you want to do the trial now?
I'll do whatever you want to do. I've got no preference.
So I still have to do that FJ40 championship. Then we can redo that first championship again, where you just disconnected. Then we can do the trial.
Well, that would be the Fresh Prince Championship. That's what gets us the Bone Shaker. So FJ41, that's the buggy one.
So let's do the buggy bounce first, then the Fresh Prince Championship, then the trial.
Yep, sounds good.
That's going to be that is going to be unlimited buggies. Haha. And this for okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna pull out my aerial nomad for that race.
Given it's cross country, I mean we pretty much have to use the most powerful car here.
It's a cross country race?
Yep.
Interesting. I've known the Rip Rod to be a bit oversteery, so if you choose that, good luck.
Good to be away.
It's better, I think it's better suited for rally racing versus cross country.
No, that Funko F9 has a stock engine that's 1750 brake horsepower, doesn't it?
Yeah, the Funko has the... I'm pretty sure it's another Chevy-based unit.
I kind of want to see if I can downgrade that to A class at some point.
The Funko?
The Funko, yeah.
Oh dear, you would have to be rear-wheel drive.
Yeah. Let's quickly see if one's available.
Try to imagine trying to handle 1750 horsepower in rear-wheel drive in A class.
What was the brand name of that Funko?
It's Funko. That's the brand name.
It is Funko.
I believe.
Oh, it's Volkswagen Racing.
Really?
FR stock?
No, I don't think that's. No, I don't think that's right.
Oh.
No, Funko Motorsport. I do have a Funko F9. It's S2 class.
Funko Motorsport. Why can't I see it then? Why am I just blind?
It's right after Forsberg Racing. And just before Ginetta.
Oh, yeah, Funko Motorsport. Is it not available in the auction house or something?
You probably could get it in the
fact.
auction house.
Let's have a look. 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. It's expensive. Jesus. 1.6, 1.6.
I wonder if it was a special reward car.
1.6 mil. I'm making someone happy. We got it for the cheapest. 1.6. Who has the best username?
Wait a minute. What classification does the Funko fall in?
Low S1 standard.
No, I'm talking about the... I guess the... It is a buggy. Holy crap. It's a buggy. No wonder you're thinking about doing this. You're going... Yeah, you're going complete bonkers.
You know me.
Complete bonkers. Good luck trying to handle that thing.
It's already rear-wheel drive though. Ooh.
Yes.
What can I do to make it...
You're probably gonna need to put some heavy wheels on it.
Has anyone been able to lower it to A class? Doesn't look like it.
Well, if nothing else, we'll probably run a buggy with the Turbo Rally engine and see if we can max that out all the way. It can get to 670 horsepower.
There's nothing I can do to... No, there's nothing I can do. trying to figure out what I need to do with this car. Unlimited buggies. Any
Yeah, that's
other
a 2D
buggy I
car.
can
That's
use?
sweet.
No.
We're in 2025 and Forza is still using 2D objects.
Yep. I think Exo said it is.
Oh, yep, the plants here look horrible.
Alrighty, I am ready when you are.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm going to use that aerial nomad that I pulled out before.
I'm gonna use the Exo set.
You might have an advantage in grip because you're able to put Forza Arrow on it. I am not able to do so on the Nomad. There it is. How much horsepower?
350-ish?
I have 400 in my aerial Nomad.
No, wait. That was with the rip rod. This is like 450 something.
Let's see who will do better. It's a nice livery on the Exo set.
A lot of people are making quite good Red Bull liveries. You see Red Bull livery on pretty much any like type of car. And if they look
Just
good, I'll
about.
take it.
Someone's got the Ford Coupe Forza edition.
Oh, I wanted the car so bad. I want it so bad.
Drivatar, lucky bastard that Drivatar is. Well, there's two of them actually.
Hmm.
Oh, I've got only 6 gears.
Same.
But I could still reach 192 miles an hour.
I am definitely slower than
Ooh, slidey, slidey.
265 kilometers an hour. That would be like 170-ish.
Come on, car. I will say the Nomad gets a bit squirrely at speed.
I'm quite stable. I'm being overtaken by a rip rod.
Yeah, the Rip Rod is more aerodynamic than the Exo set.
What kind of car is that? Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm struggling big time. Just
Don't have
speed-wise, I don't have the pace.
Oh, nearly lost it there. Yep, this car is quite squirrely.
Oh, yeah.
The Drivatars are going to be a bit of pain. I just got passed by one. Because this car is trying to fight me whenever I'm going at high speed.
Just can't match this guy's speed.
Come on. There's not much
Right.
lateral grip in this thing.
Took him nice on the outside.
Oh, there you are.
Ooh,
How'd you
comeback.
manage that?
what a comeback!
How did you manage that?
I don't know, magic? Suddenly at the pace of that final bit.
It's like at the end of that freaking event, I lost all pace because my car just kept fighting me in the turns. The car, it turns out, is way more oversteery than I thought it would be. This is why I don't tend to build oversteer vehicles because I have trouble.
Do you have a rear wing though?
No.
No, that's probably why. Because I'm that much slower. Like I think my top speed is like 165, 170 miles an hour. Oh, that's going to be enough for this race.
It should be.
197 Hammerhead. What car is that? Is that like the? No.
That's a rally adventure vehicle. That's that big red and black buggy. That's leading.
Yeah.
What in the? They consider the 32 Ford Forza edition as a buggy. That's why it's in this race.
Probably the only buggy that I would actually quite like.
Pretty much. Of course, you needed to get that special. You need to be a part of that special promo that I don't believe is going on anymore.
Yeah, it would be the car that would be literally unobtainable for us.
Well, same too for some of those regional promotional events like the Ford GT OP edition or the Pagani Zonda Oreo edition.
Oh yeah, the Oreo edition. Forgot about that.
Both of those, I believe. Well, the OP edition you could get. You just needed to buy some OP products and renew a freaking code or something. And the Oreo edition, I believe, was only available in the UK.
Yeah, but those cars are still in the same class as the regular ones, aren't they?
They are.
I mean, then the Ford Coupe.
The special thing about the OP edition is that you have a special engine swap that's not available for the standard Ford GT.
Oh, okay.
You can put the Huni Truck V6 in the OP edition Ford GT. We'll jump it into X class if you fully max it out, but you can do an S2 build. It's crazy fast and straight line. You got to be careful in the turns, though.
Yeah, I bet.
That was a terrible idea.
I kind of wish like you could put the original V8 of the original Ford GT's engine in that new Ford GT in. That would have been nice.
I wish the Viper engine was available for it.
That's simply not enough room. But then that's a Ford GT original engine, which is like a 5-point-something liter.
5.4.
5.4, and then the V6 is like in the 3 liters something. 3.6, I believe.
Damn, I could have won this if I did not yank the handbrake so hard.
I haven't used the handbrake actually yet. This car is quite agile. Just no speed whatsoever.
My car is way too squirrely. It's pretty fast, but squirrely.
This just doesn't feel A-class actually to me. It feels more like B-class. But yeah.
Well, it's grippy. It just doesn't have much speed.
Yeah, that.
I mean, you topped out at like 170 down the volcano.
Like that. Yeah. Let's actually have a look. 265. 265 divided by 1.6. 165 miles an hour. Oof.
And I think it reaches over 300, which is about 310 kilometers an hour.
King Flame, that's a new name. I beat Need for Speed Undercover mostly using the Chevelle. Your fits on Undercover made me want to try and use... Oh, okay. Interesting.
Tennessee Venom. I will sell that for 600,000.
I have one heck of an S1 car for that. Rally tires, rear-wheel drive, 1200 horsepower. And it actually isn't that suicidal.
Well, I have a 900 plus horsepower Koenigsegg with rally tires, and I think it's the Agera.
Oh, yeah.
For S1 class.
The problem with the Hennessy Venom though, the original one, is that you pretty much can't use it in S2 because there's no front arrow option for it.
Yes, there is.
Or was it rear arrow? No, it was rear arrow. It was rear arrow that you can't put on.
I'm pretty sure you can as well. Let me show you. Where's Hennessy? Hennessy. 996. That's my S2 built Hennessy Venom GT.
Hennessy, where are you?
I've got mine out now, and it has both front arrow and rear arrow. It has both.
Why didn't I make the S2 version then? What did I miss? Why? I even own
Since
it.
I already have a drag build that can be used for top speed, I am going to make this the handling car.
S1, S1 997, 998. Slick all-wheel drive. Boy, that's a lot of power. Don't see many 998. Maybe it's just because it's not competitive. Like you need brakes and front tires and everything.
Since it does have 1,400 horsepower, since you can't upgrade the turbos now, I can still reach nearly 250 miles per hour with max aero.
Don't think I have a spare Hennessy GT, don't I? No, I don't. Just need to see and get ourselves a different one. Hennessy Venom, how much are they? $1.7 mil, 1.7 mil, 1.6. Pretty much the same as that other one. I'm gonna buy one for X class. That means 1.1. 1.1. Yep, you're going to be bought out. Even though I have like 450 million credits, I'm still so Dutch that I still look for the cheapest car.
Well, I do the same. I'm not the typical American where I'm just like, ooh, I buy, and didn't care about price. That's most Americans.
Yep.
I try to be frugal. I'm just not as frugal as the Dutch. That's your pride. That is your pride. Am I right in saying that?
Yep, pretty much actually. We're actually good with our cash. Well, most of us. I'm not saying everyone because there's still the typical.
There's some outliers.
Yeah, there's some outliers.
There's definitely some outliers with every single nationality.
While we are redoing though that Bel Air Championship, I'm gonna see if I can make this car better. I'm gonna have a look. I'm definitely going to make it use the off-road race tires. That's going to be a must. But I don't know if I'm gonna make it all-wheel drive though. I was going to try and run.
Tell you that your English is very good?
Sorry, what?
Did anyone ever tell you that your English is very good?
Fun fact actually. Besides the actual British people, the Netherlands have overall the best people that can speak English.
Is it really?
Yeah, that has been that actually has been proven.
That is surprising. I did not know that.
I mean, we're pretty much tied with the Swedish because the Swedes also are very good at English. But most other countries, they translate everything. So the Dutch, of course, like the Germans, they translate their games, their movies, their whatever. So does the French, so do the Italians, so do the Portuguese, and we don't. So that's an easy reason why now we can speak English so well.
It's just your entire people are actually just really good at speaking it.
Pretty much, yeah. Let's see if all-wheel drive makes the PI shut up. A bit. How much horsepower do you have in your B-class Bel Air?
452.
How much do you weigh?
That I do not know off the top of my head. Hoonigan. The Bel Air. So, well, in Imperial units, 3,457 pounds, which would probably be around 16 to 1,700 kilos, somewhere in that range. Probably
34?
a little under
400. Was it 34? And then?
3,457 in pounds.
57. That's divided by 2.2. That's 1571.
Okay,
I currently...
so I guess a little under 1,600 kilos.
And you have arrow, right?
Front arrow.
Front arrow. Okay, so I currently weigh 1414 kilograms, which is times 2.2, 3,100 pounds. I am rear-wheel drive, 536 brake horsepower, almost 7 Nm of torque, no arrow whatsoever.
And I was actually wrong about the power. I actually read you the torque figure. I have
Oh.
475 horsepower.
475.
475 horsepower.
Okay,
I have
that's
452 pound-feet of torque.
okay.
So I guess in Newton meters, that'd be around 600.
I mean, PI-wise, it only is 10 points. So honestly, I might as well just use all-wheel drive.
Might need to downgrade the power a little bit.
I can increase that.
Oh yeah, there's definitely understeer. Of course there is. I mean, the front tires are just so narrow compared to the rear tires.
To be honest,
reference
this
of-
was kind of meant for like a cross-country build, but might as well do. Oh wow, that really lowers the PI. The rear wing lowers it by just like 10 PI points, and then the front adds only 2 back. Means an increase in.
Yeah, I'm currently driving my Hennessy Venom after tuning it quickly and putting a bit more downforce in it. If only the Corvette ZR1, the 6th gen Corvette ZR1, which has the same engine that's in the Hennessy Venom, could make the same horsepower as the Hennessy Venom. That'd
Yeah.
be insane. Because they're the same engine. It's the LS9 V8.
Is there any way I can increase that power by just a little bit? Is there any way I can get another 6? Yes! For my OCD. Now I have exactly 600 or 500 horsepower. And my all-wheel drive Bel Air. With aero.
According to my clock, we'll reach 12 p.m. in 21 minutes.
Okay. I think that should be good. We're gonna do that one championship again, then a trial. That's it.
But I actually forgot there's actually an assignment that's due at 12 p.m. that I've got to do. We might need to put that on hold. So I got to do this. I got to do an assignment real quick. Do you mind if you just hold on doing the races for a little bit while I do this assignment?
Sure.
It's probably going to take me about 10 minutes or so. And Discord is still not letting me do anything.
Yeah. You
I
have
might
to stay
disappear
here.
for a sec. Yeah, I might disappear for a sec just to see what's going on. I'm probably going to restart my PC.
Sure thing. Gives me a good chance
So-
to try this out.
Yeah,
And
so I'll
make
be
a
back.
mini.
Yeah, I'll be back. So stream's still gonna go on. You can
Yeah.
just go diddle with some cars. Sorry, everyone in chat. The racing's gonna be put on hold because I forgot to do something. But I should be back in
worries.
about 10-15 minutes.
Oh, this is already so much better. Yeah, this is going to be the one. Now I want to make a D-Class Mini. I need to know what type of race we're going to be doing for the trial. Mini, that's going to be a road race. So a D-Class Mini 65. And then I also want to make a B-Class Mini for off-road racing. Mini. That's a Napier. Mini. So I actually have a Mini that's ready for D-Class. But I think I want to make that B-class because it already has the delivery. So I need to get myself another Mini. That's just going to be the D-class one. They're only 30 grand, but you know me, I'm Dutch. I'm gonna see if I can find a cheaper one. It's probably gonna be like 12k, 14, 4k. Oh wow, they're actually quite expensive. How are they so expensive? How are they so expensive? Why? Why? Okay, I'm just gonna buy one quickly from the auto shop because this is insane. It's like just like the BMW E92. You can buy one for like 38k and then sell it for like 12 million. It's insane. The question is, if you're actually going to sell it, is another one. This is going to be our D-class one. Yes, we should actually put that Mr. Bean livery on. Yes, that's a good one. I don't think there's another famous actor who had like a Mini. Or famous something, I don't know. Please do it a bit. I'm gonna be keeping it front wheel drive. I'm not going to lower the weight because it's already wow. It's already extremely low weight. I'm also not going to bother with suspension. This is going to be... Oh, it's from 279 to 280. 1 PI point. I think that's going to be good enough. We can put a white body on. I don't want to do that. I'm going to put on the... I'm going to do the next one. Ooh, this is a good song. I love the sound. I don't know if we can actually manage 5. Oh, yes. So like anything increases the grip so much. I can't do that. I can make it all-wheel drive. I'm gonna have to use a different engine down. I think I also have to increase my front tire width. With this I can use a centrifugal supercharger. It's not gonna happen. Okay, we're gonna have to figure something out. Because even with tires, yeah, I mean, look at that, it increases it by so much. 32, I mean, this is our best bet. Just lower this again. Only something that has like increase of 4 brake horsepower. That's all I need. Three. Okay, that's going to be it. 107. That's it. 107. I was looking for a new racing game, but I want more muscle cars than Undercover. PS2, Xbox 360 and Switch. More muscle than UFC Undercover, you have a PS2, Xbox 360 and Switch. In general, for the Xbox 360, is Midnight Club LA for the Xbox 360. Because that's a racing game that is regarded by many to be amazing. Also, you can try to get Undercover for the PS2. Undercover for the PS2 is a vastly different experience than it is on PC. Let's hope the drivetrain is going to be good enough. Yeah, it's going to be good enough. Springs, no, 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 no. I pretty much can't do anything, can I? Let's see how good this is, and then see how good this is for in general, having stock tires and all-wheel drive is a better option. Obviously, we will have so much more grip. It's not that much better, is it? Okay, I'm gonna have to see if it's going to be better with all-wheel drive and stock tires. I'm gonna see what I can do with that. All-wheel drive. Oh, I mean, look at that. I can put so much more power in that. In fact, I can even swap the engine, I think. No, I can't. Okay, I can't swap the engine. It's going to be a turbocharger. And then pretty much max it, I think. Undercover for the PS2 is pretty much like a continuation of Most Wanted, because it has the Most Wanted engine, a layout of the Most Wanted map. Like if you look up the map for the Undercover for PS2 and then just pretty much look at the map of Most Wanted, it will look very similar. It's basically like bits of Most Wanted placed here and there. Pretty much do that actually. No weight. And then just increase the rim. There we go. Easy. We went from 107 brake horsepower to 171. Look at that. Yes, we have a lot less power, but this is going to be the way. All-wheel drive. All-wheel drive stock tires. But it isn't front-wheel drive anymore. Because it's now all-wheel drive, it has stock tires. I'm gonna make the interrollers a bit less. I think the original top speed was 171. We're now at 216. That's already so much better. Yeah, I mean, King Flame, that's something I can recommend. Also, Midnight Club LA for the Xbox 360 is a definitely good one. You can try if you can see if you can try to get Flat Out Ultimate Carnage for PS2. I'm not sure. I think it's on PS2. Not sure actually. Obviously it has like no grip whatsoever. The white walls just adds too much grip. All-wheel drive stock tires is the way to go. With that said, let's try to make it other mini B-class front-wheel drive with off-road racing tires. Burnout Paradise. Burnout Paradise is also a very good one. But Flat Out Ultimate Carnage is considered to be an hidden gem basically. Also Blur. Blur. You should definitely look into get Blur for the Xbox 360. You. Alright, so first of all, off-road race tires. Make it a wide body. Turbo ready. This is generally considered a better option. That does pretty much nothing. $89, $93. Look at those tiny rims. Where are those off-road road rims? There they are. Uh-oh, did we just reach the limits? Okay, we need to increase this. Okay. There we go, 274 brake horsepower in a B-class Mini. Insane. No front arrow. I do need that actually. I hate that engine sound. Make it a little bit more heavy. What can I do? O2. And then heavier rims. I can put heavier rims in this. Can put this. No, hang on. I want to put you in. And looks awful, but it'll have to do. I'm not gonna do that stock engine sound. That sounds horrible. Ah, but then we have this. Feck. Huh. But I can try. Oh, that looks so weird. What if I increase the... That increases behind. I never understood how that... It is what it is. But hang on, what I can do now. I need to do a lot less. I'm gonna try that. Because now at least it looks decent again. And make it a bit more lighter. What about... Slightly bit of everything. And then slightly bigger. That's going to be decent. That's decent. Look at that. That's much better. That is much better. Was a bit of a puzzle actually. Then 50 to start. Springs as soft as possible. Damping. I'm gonna do 14. 14. 3.5. 6. Arrow front to the max, rear to the lowest. Alrighty, that's going to be, I think, half decent. Not too bad actually, not too bad.
Right, assignment's done.
Nice. I just built myself a B-class Mini 65 for off-road racing, and it's not too bad.
Yeah, you had your stream playing in the background. Just I wanted to keep up to date on what you were doing.
That Bel Air is done. That was just all-wheel drive with off-road race tires. There was just pretty much no other choice because making rear-wheel drive lowered or increased or lowered the PI by 5 or 6 points. That was just not worth it. And then this Mini is quite something else actually.
So what's the verdict?
It's quite good. It has struggled for traction in the early stages, but that's to be expected. But once it gets up to speed, it's
Puma
amazing.
that you raced earlier?
Pretty much actually, yeah.
I wondered if it might struggle a bit more because its tires would be smaller and the wheelbase would be smaller.
Yeah, but you have a wide body to put on.
That's fair.
The end result is 274 brake horsepower,
Give you a lot more to work
253
with.
Newton
And then
meters
there's
of torque.
also the ability to just keep the, well, as long as you don't put weight reduction on and maybe just slight sport chassis stiffness, you can still keep the weight balance pretty front heavy.
Yeah, because so what I did is I think I took the sport weight reduction, then I also put the first option for roll bars or like a roll cage, so I have a little bit more stability. The end result is 700 kilograms, but still 250 brake horsepower, 250 Newton meters of torque, and it handles like an absolute dream.
Oh, that's awesome.
I would say it's not as good, like not as good for in its class as my C-class Mini. That was just an absolute rocket. I think there will be cars that will easily outmatch this car in B class, but for C class, it's amazing. I don't think I will
Straight
put
up,
this
I would
car
say
at...
C class is the way to go for. Yeah, C class is the way to go for front wheel drive.
I think this is not going to be on the best B class cars video. It's good, but not amazing.
One moment, I think I'm having some mic issues. I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect.
Alrighty.
All right, testing.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I think it was on me because for whatever reason, sometimes when I load into the game, suddenly, like my mic doesn't receive. Doesn't receive feedback
Oh,
as
okay.
well. So suddenly your voice went quiet.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's a weird thing that happens whenever I jump into this game. But it seems to have fixed itself now. Because yeah, now you are back to where you were before.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, your volume is back to where it was before. I don't know why my PC does what it does sometimes.
I'm now using like my other front-wheel drive off-road car from B class, the Ultima Toronado. This actually is completely the opposite of the Mini, but it also works. Has no arrow though. Handles amazingly though. I will invite you back. We still have one
Yeah, it's still
championship to do.
Yeah, my game's still loading right now.
Alrighty. Whenever you are loaded in, you can accept the invite.
Yep, just saw it. I mentioned Soapbox Race World earlier. There's a YouTuber who actually plays it on the regular, and we're actually arranging a cops and robbers game right now.
Oh, that sounds
He's
fun.
planning on doing it not this coming Wednesday, but the following Wednesday.
Okay. I think this is a good time then to get back into Need for Speed World then.
Yeah, maybe, because yeah, he's got a small following. He's not a big YouTuber, but he's a really chill guy, and he loves the game. And usually, whenever I do some fun activities in SBR in Night Riders specifically, it's with him.
Okay.
I guess it's a nice plug for all of the people in the chat who might be interested in this guy, especially if you're interested in Soapbox Race World. His YouTube channel is called JWaz.
JWaz, okay.
He would appreciate the he probably would appreciate the plug so he can get some more followers, especially if you love Soapbox Race World.
I do.
JWaz Gaming is the name of the YouTube channel. So there's a little shameless plug that I'm doing for him.
That's all right. I actually need an excuse to get back into Need for Speed World.
He's a really awesome guy.
Wow, this car is losing so much speed in cornering. But then it gets back to it like insanely quickly.
Let's actually see. Sandyland, it's JWaz Gaming, so JAYWOZ. That's how you spell it.
J-A-Y?
Yeah. And then the W is capitalized.
J-A-Y? Wad.
W.
Two Z's?
So yeah, JAY capital W-O-Z.
O-Z. Oh.
O-Z, yes.
JWaz Gaming.
What's up, guys?
JWaz Gaming.
Gonna give him a subscription.
That's him, right there at the very top.
Why you should ignore dislikes? I wouldn't say you should ignore dislikes. It could be general feedback, but I also see he's
Well,
doing.
that's a whole story that he gets into as to why, and I understand why he does it. But yeah, I'm hoping that he doesn't mind that I'm plugging his channel, but I love his content. I love the content he does on Need for Speed World. He does do some Forza Horizon content as well. But yeah, he's really big in Need for Speed World. I love him. I love playing with him. He's great.
I also see this subtle deal of using a edge for your thumbnails.
Yeah, you're welcome, Candyland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just responding. Sorry to cut you off. I was just saying. I was just helping out a person in chat.
And I see he has done Forza Horizon 5 not too long ago. Need for Speed Pro Street. Yeah. Ooh, the long drive. Need for Speed World is in. Oh wow, Need for Speed Lamborghini Countach. Wow, I've missed some cars.
Yeah, there's been a couple of updates since you were last on it.
Wow.
There's been like 4 updates or something like that.
Oh, the Master Fury. Yeah, I'm sold. I'm gonna get back into Soapbox racing. Oh, well, the Master 787. No way.
Yep. Well, there are 2 servers that I tend to play in, which are fantastic. One is Night Riders, that was mentioned before. That's basically like the original Need for Speed World, as close to it.
Okay.
And then there's another one called the Spark server, which is just like more sandboxing, where you can get money more easily. There's more cars and more crazy customization.
Okay. Well, sounds like I have something to do next week, or maybe this weekend even.
Mostly they play on the Night Riders server, but the Spark server is the other really great server to join on.
Does he stream?
He does, not very often though. It's whenever he's got time to schedule, because he's pretty busy.
Okay. Alrighty.
If you look on his YouTube channel, you'll see some of the live streams he's done.
He has done some, but he has done one yesterday. But yeah, not very active at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's have a look what we have in terms of wheel spin wise. Just some regular wheel spins. And then the super wheel spin. Another Evo. No need for it. Barely, don't need that.
Right. I'm dumb. I've not responded to your invite yet.
Oh.
I am getting distracted. Doing a shameless plug on behalf of a friend.
Let's get myself in that Hurricane Bel Air. And let's redeem this car for the next championship.
Okay, nothing's happening with the invite.
But you're in for me.
That worked?
Yeah, you're in. At least for me.
Okay. Alright, well, whatever. I guess it works.
So just the championship and then the trial. Starting championship now.
Yep, go for it. At least when I'm seeing on stream, there's probably like a 4-second delay.
Yeah, I've set it up so that the delay is about 10 seconds or so. I can't make it any shorter than that. Or I'm gonna have to stream at like 730, 720p or something.
Yeah, you're on, is it 1080p?
1440p.
1440. So you have to cut it by half, dadgum.
Reason why I'm doing 1440p actually, even before I had a monitor of 1440p, if you are a sort of a small channel and you upload and stream in 1440p, the YouTube forces the better codec. If not, it can randomly decide to do a worse codec. And I've definitely noticed that in like some of my older videos. The bitrate on those videos are absolutely terrible.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's still an issue, but I've been doing it for like a year or 5, and I've never looked back.
Whatever works, right?
Yep. Wow, what a dive.
From my view, it almost looked like a drive-tar was trying to attack you. It just violently went into the area where you just were.
That is something that the drivatars have a tendency to do.
I don't know what it is, but it seems to be unique to this game.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever noticed it on like previous Forza titles. Oh, this is so much better. Holy moly.
Yep, I definitely noticed that too. Now I'm gonna have trouble trying to keep up.
Oh, tree!
Whoa! It's got a bit ambitious there.
Yeah, I tend to throw my cars in corners with rallying.
I nearly went into the same tree, but I had just enough grip to get out of it.
Definitely to lengthen my gears.
Yeah, I think I've killed the understeer issue that might have existed in the Bel Air before.
By putting on the better race tires.
Well, the off-road race tires, right?
Yep.
Because I've got front arrow, and I think I've tuned it all the way for downforce. I think I've killed the understeer problem that might have existed in the Bel Air.
What I've done with this car, full front downforce, minimum rear.
So you technically will grip better, but your top speed will suffer a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've got absolutely no rear downforce.
That was a much better corner exit.
I'll say. Do you have over 500 horsepower in that thing?
I have exactly 500 horsepower in this thing.
So we're actually pretty close in terms of how our builds turned out to be.
Just need to sort my gearing. It's way too short.
That's probably not helping in terms of, what's the word? Wheel spin.
It's amazing for like this section. But like for longer straights, like the back straight, I am just in the red line in 6th gear. That red line is just so long.
It is. Are you using the standard engine?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you don't do a camshaft upgrade, it redlines at 6,000.
Yeah. Oh, someone's rolling.
Yeah, you probably saw what I saw last time.
Yeah, one guy just barrel rolled.
That last freaking drivatar for whatever reason just he bins it.
He bins it. I wonder if I
Absolutely
can
bins it.
I wonder if I can fit the 6.2 liter V8 in this car with a center supercharger and keeping it in B class. It's going to be a big
Well,
ask,
that
I
might be
think.
something to explore. Especially since you have 500 in that engine, or yeah, out of that engine, though. I don't know, because this engine is heavier than the 6.2.
I would imagine, yeah. I also love that
So
movie.
maybe the weight will not work in your favor.
We'll see. We'll see.
Maybe it might be like A70 something. And then you'll have to sacrifice something else, like put heavier wheels on or something like that. Yep, I think the community event on Night Riders has just finished. I got a notification on their Discord server.
Yeah, already in the red zone for 6th gear. Ooh, brake.
Curtis, it really seems like you didn't mess with the gears like at all when you converted it to all-wheel drive.
Slightly. Just to get it at
Maybe
top
it's
speed.
maybe just final drive then.
Just a final drive, yeah.
Yeah, I messed with the individual gears because they're way too close together.
I should have done that too.
So I think mine will redline at like 100, like around 135, 140 miles an hour.
I am redlining at exactly 200 kilometers an hour. 202 miles.
Okay, so that would be
130-ish?
well, 202 kilometers an hour is like 125 miles per hour.
Something like that.
That I do know. I do know the conversion for that. 100 kilometers an hour is 62 miles per hour. 200 kilometers per hour is 125-ish. And then 300 kilometers an hour is 186.
I also know 150 miles an hour is 250 kilometers an hour. And 320 kilometers an hour is 200 miles an hour.
Pretty much. Oh, getting a lag spike. Still okay though. Just gotta keep turning.
Come
Yeah,
in.
yeah, I know. You're right behind me. You're coming. Not gonna make it easy for you though.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Well, your rear arrow screw you over.
Ooh! I did one last attempt. I don't think it's going to be enough. No, second. Oh.
No, not quite. Not quite.
How much? Like 2/100ths of a second. Wow. Insane.
Hey,
three
to
100ths
me,
of a
that's
second.
300ths of a second.
3/100ths of a second. Wow. Wow, wow,
Yeah,
wow.
300ths
Close.
of a second. Yeah, our builds are pretty damn close to get close to one another.
Gearing. Yeah, I need to straighten that a bit. Increase seconds. Third. Fourth slightly. Fifth. And then like that. While you are... Do you have a D-Class Mini?
I think I have a stock one.
I recommend to keep the tire stock, make it all-wheel drive. Oh yeah, you can put a 6.2 liter V8 in. Easy. But then also a center supercharger? No, you can't.
Didn't think so. Yeah, I do have a stock 60s Mini.
While you are building that, I'm gonna see if I can I don't think I can fit that center supercharger in there. Do I have any heavier rims, or are these the heaviest? No, these are the heaviest rims stock. Center supercharger is not gonna work. Unfortunate.
Roll cage does nothing to this thing.
Okay, no, so that's going to be a straight downgrade. I went from 500 horsepower and 1496 kilograms. I mean, I'm only now 20 kilograms heavier, but I also have 20 less horsepower. So no, that's going to be a no-no. I think that V8 is only going to be good when you have that center supercharger. Otherwise, it's not going to be good
It
enough.
need to be an A-class build then.
Yeah.
Alright, so onto the Mini. I wanted to see if there was maybe a little bit of play that I could do with my build of the Bel Air, but nope, it's pretty much optimized.
Yeah. Which is actually a good thing.
It turns out I had street brakes, which
Street brakes?
street brakes don't affect the PI at all.
No, because that has like +1 or +2% efficiency. Pretty much
Plus 2%.
nothing. So it's pretty much like a very slight free upgrade, pretty much.
For the most part. Alright, now to upgrade the Mini, I'm going to use the stock tires. I put the wide body on, and I've also put a supercharger on the vehicle to increase the front weight distribution.
What I did is all-wheel drive, stock tires, no weight reduction because it already weighs pretty much nothing. And then just power it to D-class maximum pretty much.
Did you put any lighter wheels on?
No.
I will try that. There's some disc wheels that I want to try that are very light. They're from Volk Racing. It's the turbo fans.
It's not like it's going to help much because these wheels are so tiny. It's going to be like 1 or 2 kilograms difference.
No, I saved 11 kilograms of weight.
11? Oh wow. These are some heavy boys then.
I'm keeping mine front wheel drive. Is it supposed to be rallying?
On roads. On roads. I tried.
No, I'm not doing all wheel drive then.
I tried front wheel drive, but that's not going to work with stock tires. The best.
Why not?
Because you are going to get traction issues if you want to power it to D-class maximum. It's just going to wheel spin and do nothing else. If you then want to add white walls, those are the least grippy tire upgrades. You can only have like 100 horsepower max. So all-wheel drive stock tires was by far the best option here.
Do you have any Forza Aero?
No, none.
Well, my grip seems to be doing pretty good. Okay, then I'll just remove it. Remove all the chrome bits to reduce weight.
I'm going to have a grip issue, but it's something I can do about. Lack of power is something you can't do anything about. We're going to be starting, by the way, at that, you know, the track that has like that thumbs up? That very tiny one? That's how I always call it. Cyber says it looks like a chicken drumstick.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now.
But I'm looking at this at the end section, and that's just a thumbs up for me. Or like a, it also could also be like a rabbit, like the side profile of a rabbit.
Hmm.
So much rhythm, grace, and debonair for one man? Oh. And then he had to go to twiddle his left toe, but to his knee, got the feeling in his head, y'all. Oh, come on, baby.
Sounds a bit throaty. I kind of like that.
I have I think the first exhaust upgrade, which sounds quite good. Stock engine sound or stock exhaust sound sounds a bit meh.
124 horsepower I've got out of mine.
124.
How much?
I have 171.
Jeez. Well, did you do any weight reduction or chassis stiffness?
Nope, none.
You don't think it's necessary?
Chassis stiffness maybe. Weight reduction, no.
I wanted to improve the weight distribution to get it more center. I'll do street weight reduction. Improve the weight distribution by 1%. And 1 PI point off. That could work. Alright, so I don't have the turbo fans anymore, but I do have another set of wheels that do look pretty nice. And now I'm at top of D-Class with 137 horsepower.
Still good.
I'm seeing yours right now on stream.
Had to choose this livery. There's no other option. Had to choose it.
It was just a no-brainer.
Just a no-brainer. Only at D-Class, you're not going to put a racing livery on. You're gonna have to use this.
I guess my vehicle pegs out at 200 kph.
200 kph. I am at 216 kph. All that extra horsepower, 16 extra kilometers an hour.
Nope, that doesn't change it at all. Just keep it as is. Alright, coming out of the garage now.
Too bad no racing games have my favorite car of all time. What's your favorite car of all time then? Flame.
Yeah, I'm curious to know, King Flame.
No racing game have your favorite. None. And then your favorite car of all time.
There's a lot of cars that have been featured in, a racing game you can think of. Even some obscure cars. That includes concept cars
Exactly.
that never made it to production.
By the way, there's like a car pack coming that features like very obscure Nissan cars. Which I'm actually considering getting just because of those. I'm just wondering how bonkers of builds I can make. What kind of builds I can make of those ghost cars. Imagine they're going to be like as extreme as the Autozam, you know?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get that too.
Like RB26 swapped tiny Nissan K car. Are you ready for the event?
I am, yes.
20 seconds.
Well, there was mention of the Mustang GTR. I'm wondering if that's a bit too new, though, to really be featured in games.
Yeah, that kind of doesn't count, actually.
And a Lamborghini that parked up right next to me, honking the horn. And then I will disappear shortly.
1959 Plymouth Fury. That is in this game, mate. That is in Forza. That's also in Forza Horizon 4. I'm pretty sure it's also in Forza Horizon 4.
Yes, but it's in both games.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's also in Forza Horizon 3.
That I don't know, but I do know the Fury is in both Horizon 4 and Horizon 5. I've got a crazy A-class build for the Plymouth Fury. Any racing that involves a straight, I will dominate. I'll have to go back into Horizon 3 to corroborate whether the Fury is in there, but that will be for another time. Too much stuff going on today.
Yep. Yeah, Plymouth Fury
All right,
is in Forza...
Sandyland just confirmed it. The Plymouth Fury is in Horizon 3.
Is in 3. It's also in Forza Motorsport 6 and 7. But I'm also now looking if I can find it in other racing games. Ah, the Plymouth Fury is also in the Long Drive. Should have known that.
That's true,
actually.
yes. That is true.
Should have known.
It is in the Long Drive. It's one of the sought-after vehicles in that game because it's pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. Car Mechanic Simulator, it's also in there. So it's in quite a lot of Forza games. I mean, tell me that track at the upper section doesn't look like a rabbit side profile or like a thumbs up.
Yeah,
or the left side profile, I should say. Yeah.
The lookout circuit. Yeah, that definitely looks like a chicken drumstick.
Yeah. I'm always seeing it as like a thumbs up. That's how I always see it. Oh, the movie Christine, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I bet he has the exact same configuration. All-wheel drive stock tires. He is sliding everywhere. He's also understeering everywhere into everything.
Well, he didn't go with the wide body.
I didn't either.
I've got more grip than you guys, but less power. I'm guessing he's front-wheel drive too.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Yeah, he must be front-wheel drive. Yeah, he can't compete.
I'm also struggling. Oh.
It looks so wrong because have you seen the track width of that Mini in first place?
No, he passed me quite quickly, I have to say.
Well, he's seemingly got the wide body, and yet the wheels didn't come with it.
You are absolutely right. Look at that.
It's so weird. It looks so horrible, and yet it's gripping like crazy. Since we both thought of stock tires, I decided to go with the wide body to make them thicker. I think it's helping.
Yeah, definitely have better handling than I have.
Not as good handling as first place, though.
No, he's absolutely flying. Look at that.
He probably doesn't have much top speed, however.
But I don't have any
So,
aero, any... I think I only have street roll cage. So like very little stability.
I do have the full racing roll cage, so you can actually see all the scaffolding if you park up next to me. And I went with street rate reduction.
Don't know if I actually have the Plymouth Fury in this game. I think it's quite rare.
It is. I've got 2 of them.
2 of them.
Yes.
King Flame, I'm not sure if the long drive is on Xbox, but it doesn't require a very beefy PC to get it. And you can use the Plymouth Fury in that game.
I think that is a PC exclusive game, but I don't know for sure. Quite popular on Steam, I know that much.
Yeah, I like it. It has it's like this long driving simulator. Where you can
For the most
swap
part.
bits of your cars, and it also doesn't take itself serious, which
Well, it's like an
like.
apocalypse survival game where you have, of course, demonic evil rabbits that want to kill you
Yeah,
and eat you.
yeah.
And then you're just trying to find civilization because there's just nothing.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Yeah, look at that
Plus,
track
the
width.
rabbits are kind of scary to look at because they're huge and zombie-like.
Hey, look at he has the white walls on it.
He does.
Maybe he actually has like front wheel drive, and because that absolutely grips. This was kind of a tight track, so I don't know. Maybe if the
Well, like
next
you said,
race is going to be like a
You
sprint.
put white walls. Now, you said you can only get 100 horsepower out of it. Was that with the white walls and
Yeah.
front-wheel drive? Or all-wheel
Exactly.
drive?
No, with front wheel drive and with white walls, because this car is so crazy light. There's no room for additional power. Oh, the Chihuahua circuit is also going to be a tight circuit. Those white walls, in the end, in hindsight, would have been the better option.
I don't care.
No, me neither. But you know, here's the thing: if I know I can make my car
like
better, I
balance.
will try to make my car better. But
I like balance. The problem with most D-class cars is you just can't get power. You have to sacrifice one or the other. Either you get big power and no grip, or grip and no power.
I did made a build with the DeLorean, which you can get some decent power in, and then all-wheel drive. But it's still quite heavy.
Don't turn early. Stupid driver tar in the way. Sorry, I hit you.
No worries.
The Super Grip guy has taken the lead.
Yeah, he has no trouble for traction. Yeah, he's got no power whatsoever. He's got no power whatsoever.
Avatar, get out of the way.
Ben, he's got so much grip. It doesn't matter that he only has like 100 brake horsepower. He can just corner through everything pretty much flat out, I believe.
I'm trying to follow the racing line as best I can. I'd be right up there with you if I didn't have trouble with traffic.
I just don't have the pace of that guy.
Neither do I. But I do have the pace to keep up with you. There's at least that. Do an undercut.
Switcheroo.
I was just like, you know what? It's time to break that. It's time to break that method out. Tried to overtake you on the outside is not a good idea. Just get myself in the proper position to come out of the turn. Yeah, you're sliding a bit more than I am.
Feck, missed the checkpoint.
Oh,
Too much on
I'm
the
so
inside.
sorry.
Oof. No.
Swung a little wide there.
I love how they are all from like the same club or clan. Then we have like one guy who's absolutely dominating and the other two guys are just trailing at the rear.
Yeah, it's all from the same. It's all from the same club. That's true. GOT, whatever that is. I tried to join a club of another YouTuber. I might have mentioned his name before, Alex Cornut, and for whatever reason, Forza just won't let me join clubs. Just keep saying there was an error, try again later. I don't understand why, because everybody else is able to join except me.
Straight up rejecting you.
Straight up. It feels like the game is just like, no, you're not allowed to join.
I was in a club. In like a club from like a streamer who was pretty active with Forza. But he pretty much quit Forza. So I was like, meh. I was like the only one who was active in that club, so I might as well just leave.
Yeah, see if any of those games that we've mentioned, King Flame, are on sale. And pick one of them up.
I don't think there's a sale going on currently.
Maybe on Game Evo?
Game Evo is always pretty cheap. Long drive.
And what was that one? What was that one? What was that one website you always talked about in videos past, where there was always keys available? Which one was that?
One site that I may refer to quite often is a site called All Key Shop. That basically like compares all the key sites and see which one is the cheapest. Usually Game Evo is not at the... Oh, there's someone joined. Oh, Cyber! Hey!
Hello.
How are you doing,
Cyber,
mate?
hello.
Pretty much at the end of the stream.
Ah, really? I'm late. I forgot you were streaming today.
No worries, no worries. Is this, by the way, coming from your phone? Because it still sounds quite good, actually.
Yes, it is, actually.
Ah.
I can't play Forza Horizon 5 with you guys, apparently, anymore.
Which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, I could
I had
try
to be
make-
here. I had to be here the whole time.
Did you guys get a message in your news feed about a particular build for the Honda Ridgeline trophy truck?
Not just for the trophy truck. I think every week, Forza is just picking out some random builds and saying this was an amazing build, you should try it out, here's how he made it, and here's the share code. Bit random, but yeah.
Polaris Razor. I'm selling it.
Flat 4, let's go.
I probably should have turned on the notifications.
Yeah,
What time did it
that's
start?
okay.
1:30 or 2:30 in Eastern time?
Here's the thing. We in the Netherlands we just had our daylight savings time adjusted, so that could be why I'm streaming. I don't know, later than usual for you guys, but for me it's the exact same time. So I started streaming about 2 hours ago. Now, yeah, 2 hours ago.
Yeah, it was 2 hours ago.
Okay, so it was 1:30. It's 3:47 now.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much it for me. I gotta get to this school stuff and then head to work.
Alrighty, mate. No worries. Was fun.
I think the rest of the stuff on the festival playlist is stuff that I can do by myself. So
Yeah,
all of the
rival
stuff
stuff,
that require
PR stunts, all that
multiple
stuff.
races, that's already been taken care of. It was good racing with you, Marky.
Yeah, as always. And I'm not sure if I'll be here next week, but I will let you guys know. But could be that the next stream is going to be on Thursday rather than Friday. It depends if I'm going to do something with my girlfriend on Friday. But we'll see. I'll let you guys know way before that.
All right, sounds good.
So what's changed?
You mean
What were
change?
the-
I'm gonna head out now, so
What were
we'll see
the-
you guys later.
Yeah, later.
What was in the festival playlist this week?
We had a Honda trophy truck, which I didn't have actually. I'm going to put up the playlist right now. We won, actually 2 more points for the backstage pass. A Honda trophy truck, which I didn't have, so that's a good thing. Championship wise, they were all off-roads. PR stunts again in S2 Anything Goes. We had a dirt race in Hoonigan Bel Air, B700s.
Ooh, again?
Yeah. We had a cross-country race in Unlimited Buggies, which was a bit meh. Then a dirt race in Retro Rally, which was quite fun. We had 2 event laps, 1 Classic Rally B700, 1 Unlimited Off-Road A-Class. But the trial was a 1965 Mini in D-Class on roads.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
that was quite interesting.
I'll have to do it myself when I get home, maybe. I would stream it, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna be doing something else after this stream here.
It's currently 10. It's not too late. I could stay for another hour or so.
Well, I'm not at that place right now. I'm probably gonna be here for another hour or two. So it's
Okay,
probably
yeah,
not
then I'll
possible
probably be at in bed by then.
Yeah.
Oh, this car sounds amazing.
What's the car? Is it a new car?
No, the Alpine A110, but with a Subaru engine.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds so good. Holy moly.
The Subaru Impreza engine is actually pretty good in that game. It sounds really good.
50 kilograms lighter. It's already very light. Might as well do it.
I feel like it sounds a little the same as Forza Horizon 1 Subaru Impreza engine.
I wouldn't know, to be honest. I'm gonna keep those tires, those rims. Now I'm gonna find a livery.
Did you do any power builds in those country races?
I tried using a Bel Air with stock tires, but that just didn't work. So I reverted back to all-wheel drive and then just off-road race tires, off-road rally tires.
You were using rear-wheel drive, really?
No, I was using all-wheel drive, but like stock tires, all-wheel drive in the Bel Air, but it just didn't
Okay.
work. Ooh, forgot
Wait, so
springs.
the Hoonigan Bel Air is a cross-country race?
That was a dirt race.
Oh. So you didn't do any power builds on the cross-country ones?
No, I tried using that Funko buggy, but I couldn't downgrade it to A class. Retro Rally, I used a Ford Puma with front-wheel drive, but that was with off-road rally tires. No real power builds, I think. No real power builds.
Maybe I'll make a video and post them on YouTube about the festival playlist for you guys. Maybe you can
sure.
watch it whenever. Maybe you can see how I did it. Or we'll do it, you know.
Would be curious what kind of cars you're going to be using. I'm also
Obviously,
curious.
one of them is going to be the Bel Air.
321. Oh,
Obviously, I'm going to make it a little easy with the dirt races, with off-road tires and all-wheel drive and whatnot. Maybe. What class was it again? Was it B class?
the Hoonigan Bel Air was in B class.
Okay, so I might just use the one I used last time I used it, you know?
Right, let's have a look. What kind of liveries do we have for this car?
Yeah, that
This
Bel
is
Air race
decent.
where I finally started tuning my own cars.
Ooh. Ooh, we actually have some proper banger liveries here. Oh, that also looks amazing. I do want it blue though. I don't want the golf livery. I don't associate Alpine with golf. Oh. Hmm. Let's see how this is. Later today I will start my GTO only run in undercover. The GTO is actually quite a lovely car to drive in undercover.
Undercover?
Yeah.
Oh, the goat?
Do I like this?
The modern goat or the classic goat?
The classic goat. The modern goat isn't in undercover.
Oh, right. And what number was that car in?
I do know it was the best classic muscle in tier 4. It was quite good. It's also quite good overall. It beats out some tier 3 cars. But it's overall just it's overall a very good car.
Is it power-wise or handling-wise, or?
Let's have a look actually.
I would say power-wise, because it's a muscle car.
Need for Speed testing spreadsheets. Undercover. GTO was 44th
Out of, what was the maximum
out of
again?
59.
Oh, so it's quite low.
In terms of tier 4 itself, it's 5th. Beaten by the Massively, Escort, Focus and also the Scirocco. So it's quite good actually. It's a bit low on top speed, but handling wise and acceleration wise it was very, very good.
I'm not surprised the acceleration is good. I mean,
It's a muscle car
I-
after all.
I would say it's pretty. The acceleration is good on Pro Street too. I don't know. But they did used to say it was the worst. In terms of speed challenges, I think it was clearly the most unstable car.
Do I like this? What's my other Alpine looks like? 22. I think this is literally the same livery. No, I think I'm gonna use that other livery that I had. I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna deleting this one, and then I'll be using this one. One car you absolutely have to try out in Undercover, King Flame. Maybe not for like this playthrough for the GTO only, but like a couple times is the Tier 2 Shelby GT500, the classic one. It's absolutely amazing to drive in Undercover.
I'll see that.
So good. Super
What number
fun
is
to
that car
drive.
again?
The GT500 is, I mean, it's below average. It's 12 out of 19. Overall, it is. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's 08. Where's the Shelby? Shelby. 20 seconds. But it was very fun to drive. Sometimes, and because Undercover by default is already stupidly easy, you can take that.
Fun to drive. That's gotta mean something about the tires not having much grip.
It's just very lively, but the front is very good. It has very good acceleration.
Does the rear have any good grip at all, too?
I think it has. It's been a while ago now since I've tested the cars in Undercover. But from what I know is that the Shelby was very fun to drive. It was definitely not the best. But then again, some of the best cars in Undercover in their tier are just stupidly overpowered.
Is that the best classic muscle car, or is there better ones?
The Shelby GT500 in tier 2 is the only classic muscle car in tier 2 actually. All the other ones are in tier 3 or 4.
Oh. So this GT500 is pretty much the best classic muscle car.
In Undercover, yes. Good car. I like. Now I gotta figure out what to do with that Honda trophy truck.
Do I have that truck? I'm not sure. I might have to look at it.
I didn't have that truck before, so it's a
Yeah,
good
I'll have
thing
to look
that-
into it.
Let's see what people have done to it. A-Class. It's going to be an A-Class car. Off-road all-wheel drive, obviously. Let's have a look. I don't think you can actually downgrade it to... No, you can't downgrade it to B-Class. Maybe if I make it all-wheel drive?
Honda what truck?
The Honda Ridgeline?
Wait.
Ridgeline Baja Trophy Truck, 2015.
Okay.
Maybe if I had like... Okay, yes, you can downgrade it to B-Class, but I don't want that. I want to make this an A-Class car. I want it to be proper bonkers. Let's have a look.
I think we have the older trophy truck.
This has got to be a new truck.
You can put the LFA engine in. Not going to be powerful enough, but...
Oh,
that's
the
cool.
LFA.
Yeah, it's gonna be the 7.2 liter V8.
Isn't that a small engine though?
The V10 from LFA is a 4.8 liter. King Flame, doing these runs is keeping me playing because Need for Speed Undercover is a racing game I have where you can customize your car, so I have to keep myself wanting to play it. Do you have it? Oh, you didn't have the PC, right, King Flame? Because otherwise you should absolutely play that Reformed mod.
Me?
Well, in general, the Reformed mod from Undercover is just an improvement of Undercover, in my opinion.
I think I did try it.
Before. I had to try it again just to decide.
We got power, baby! 1130 brake horsepower in that Honda trophy truck.
Stock tires B class.
It already has off-road race tires by default.
Oh, but are you sliding still, like, a lot?
Guess we're gonna be finding that out soon. I have Undercover on the 360. Okay.
360.
Yeah, so then you're not
I used to
going
have that game. I used to have that version back in the early 2010s.
I used to have Undercover on the Wii. It's quite a funny story that. I think I've told it a couple of times, but we got a Wii in 2008 or 2009, I believe. And I didn't got Undercover for the PC. Obviously, we had a Wii. Obviously, we want to utilize as much as possible. So then we got Undercover for that. And then I had a friend who had Undercover for the 360. And then it was like, this looks vastly different than what I had. Only then I noticed that the Wii was just different compared to like how it was on the 360.
In what way? A bad way or a good way?
Both actually, because the version for the Wii and the PS2 have like the engine, the feeling and everything of like car that Most Wanted. In fact, the map is actually pretty much the same. Do you know that the map in like Undercover for the PS2 and Wii is pretty much the map of Most Wanted, but like divided here and there?
Really?
Yeah, it's literally the same. It also has then
No way.
the. I'm actually gonna look. So if I'm gonna pick the map, Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 map, and then NFS the cover Wii map. It's a bit. This is a very tiny image. Hang on, I have something for that. Let's see if I can actually fix this. Web.
Are you gonna DM me those images?
Nope.
You're not sharing your screen.
I'm going to upscale this. Select. Nice T. And then upscale it to like, I don't know. Yes, select output folder. Upscale. By the way, oh yeah, the stream could chop right now because that's my GPU is. I mean, it has done a decent job. Has it? Hasn't really. Huh. Is there like any other PS2 map?
So the PS2 and the Wii version is pretty much the same, right?
Yeah, it's the same.
I might try the PS2 version because I don't like the controllers and racing with the Wiimotes.
Oh, here I have. Okay, nice. Okay. Then Okay, so here I have the map of Most Wanted. Just take a note of like how Rosewood is, then Camden Beach and all that stuff, and then downtown Rockport. Just take a mental note of how those three sections are, not just the map in general. I'm now going to show the map of Need for Speed Undercover that's on the Wii and the PS2.
Oh wait, I'm not even watching your stream.
Okay, what if I might do like this, and then you and that. So, on the left I have the map of Most Wanted. On the right I have the map of Undercover on the Wii and the PS2. Look at this section at the upper right. This is pretty much just Rosewood, but then flipped. Notice how the highway is pretty much exactly the same, just flipped.
Oh,
Then the intersection,
see
like,
now.
can you see this? And then this section, that's literally this. That's literally flipped. The golf course is missing though, and you have that roundabout is missing. But to be honest, Rockport is just so much more noticeable. Again, it's just this Rockport section, but it's flipped. You don't have these outer loops here, but the stadium is here. You have those highways, those are here. You have the intersection that's pretty much the same. And then Camden Beach, I mean, prison is there. You have it's all there. That's why the map feels just so familiar. It's just divided by that, and it has a texture overhaul, so it looks like it's actually in Miami. The problem with the game on PS2 and the Wii is that it's stupidly unstable. So it can be a bit glitchy, it can be a bit buggy, but the feeling of Most Wanted and the physics and the handling is there. Hey, what's this?
I probably should go through a walkthrough on that version. Just to see whether I should waste my time trying to play it or not.
I'm actually planning, I'm currently doing a playthrough stream of like Need for Speed 2015. I am planning to do a Need for Speed Undercover PS2 live stream playthrough within 1 or 2 other playthroughs. So after 2015, I'm planning to do Driver Pearl Lines playthrough, and after that, I kind of want to do Need for Speed Undercover on the PS2.
That sounds fun.
It's been a while since I've played that game on that in that version. Very long. Let's have a look.
I
what
might
playthroughs
actually
we have.
play Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 on the PS2 as well. I need to get used to that version. I played the GameCube version a lot.
Oh, the tower makes sense, but no, I'm gonna keep the stock livery. Looks good as is. Customizing cars is a big thing that keeps me playing. Fact of the matter is, customizing cars is in my opinion the best in Heat and Unbound, but unfortunately you don't have access to those games for the 360.
If Forza Horizon 5 had the same customization as Underground and Underground 2, it probably wouldn't be even better.
I wouldn't say the same customization, but I would say the same level of customization. So like a colossal amount of front bumpers, rear bumpers and spoilers, but not to that same riciness stuff. Speaking of customization, King Flame, you can also just get Need for Speed Underground 2 on the PS2. If you
I
want
heard
car
that the Underground
customization.
1 on the PS2 was worse in terms of rubber banding.
No idea, to be honest. No idea.
Oh,
I only,
look it
only
up.
had it
It's
on PC.
YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Decent.
In fact, I think the engine sounds are weird in the game as well.
What car can we win next week?
Oh,
Also,
I
voting?
just remembered we were planning on making a favorite cars plan
Yeah.
on
I am.
Forza Horizon 5.
I already have a list for the cars for D and C class. I've started getting some footage. So, but I'm waiting for the Forza to release on PS5, and then I'm going to release the first video, and then a couple of days later the C-Class video. But yeah, cars for D-Class is already done. I mean, it's not that there were many cars to choose from that I wanted to feature. And I don't think I want to add one more.
Man. Kitty.
Maybe the Mustang Coupe is not a bad option actually.
I'm assuming that the classic Goat is a good D car for you.
It was a bit, the pace wasn't there. I remember that I used this for a championship,
Yeah.
and that the pace wasn't there.
It just did not have any grip, and the aerodynamics did not help.
No.
No way. I don't even know if I think it was using wheel drive too.
Basically, for cars to be eligible for this video, it's like cars that I off the top remember are amazingly good. So, for instance, one car that's absolutely going in is like, remember like when we're doing like S1 track toys, I'm using that Dodge Charger Forza edition and I'm always winning like miles ahead. That's definitely going to be in. That's one of my favorite S1 cars. For instance, for B-Class, there is like a couple of those stock tire cross-country cars.
Oh, yeah. Power builds.
Power builds. What else? What else?
Obviously, it's the Scout, isn't it? At least one of them.
The Scout is definitely one of them. Cars that I know are good, you know, that are.
Ford F-150 XLT was good too. Same with the Bronco.
Oh, the Oldsmobile Tornado. Yeah, I had very, very, very good time with the Oldsmobile Tornado. Yes, the International Scout, obviously. The Dodge Ram Wagon, that's also a good one. The BMW M1, I also had a very good time with that. That's definitely going in.
Oh, the Beamer M1?
Yeah, the Beamer M1. The Subaru BRZ that I have just built off, that's also a very good car. It's also going in. Volvo 850R, that's also a very good car that's going in.
What did you use the M1 for again?
The M1 was just, I think, with street tires, rear-wheel drive, and just a lovely, lovely feeling.
Oh. I'll always remember when I was racing with that car in Forza Horizon 1. Although it was not my favorite car.
Oh, the Lagonda. That's going in.
Huh, my Lagonda. Akana Lagonda.
Ooh, the Lamborghini Espada. That's also a very good car that I've built. Like I've built a lot of like good cars, but I only want to feature the absolute best cars. I know this 300 SL is also a very good build.
Oh, did you try the deluxe 5-window Ford Coupe for power builds?
Yeah, this is a power build B-Class, but here's the thing. I don't like this extreme of a power build. That's just too much, where you pretty much have to use traction control.
Yeah, it slides everywhere.
Yeah,
My God.
It's a mess.
But it's powerful, so it pretty much compensates it.
B-Class is going to be a bit of a search, I think, for like a. I think I quite that Shelby Daytona. Yeah, that's a good one. I think I'd quite like to have at least 20 cars that I want to feature for B class. I think I have to use a couple of more B class cars. Like
Oh yeah, the El Camino.
El Camino, the Corvette Stingray, and with the drag. I mean, classic muscle cars is a natural fit for B class, to be honest. Ooh, yes. Ooh, is this one of my best cars though? B class stock tires, Ford F450 with 1700 brake horsepower. I think I'm gonna have to.
Oh, is that the power build that we used last time?
Yeah.
Like when we were racing in power builds.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to experiment a bit more with the B class cars. Ooh, the
feel
Scirocco
like-
with drag tires.
I feel like that truck was a little too heavy, even though the H1 was heavy as it was.
It was stupid heavy.
And never
Ooh.
ever used a 6x6
The
AMG. It
NSX R
sucks.
was also a very good build. I'm gonna favorite this car. I need to favorite the cars that I want to feature in that video.
Have you ever tried Shadow Bane's build on the Honda NSX 92?
Lately, honestly, I haven't used anyone's build. I think for like at least for like the past year and a half, I've just been building cars myself. I mean, what I
Bane's
tend to
builds-
do is when I build a car, I first look at tunes and see what other people have done. So like when I see builds, when I see tuners that I know, like for instance See Now or maybe Tomato or Turtle Games or Deadly Viper, or as you say like Shadow Bane or any other ones, and see what they've done, then I'm gonna see, okay, this is a build that's been featured a lot, like for instance a all-wheel drive with very tires and a certain amount of weight. Then I'm going to see if I can match that a bit. But I haven't really downloaded anyone's tunes, at least not recently.
By the way, King Fling, Underground 2 does have a couple of muscle cars. The Ford Mustang GT and the Pontiac Goat.
Yeah,
modern
those are the
one.
only two muscle cars that you can get in Underground 2. Mustang and the GTO.
And surprisingly, there are three SUVs: the Lincoln Navigator, the Cadillac Escalade, and the Hummer H2.
Yep.
Which are probably not that necessary.
No, they aren't.
I guess it's for daily driving or whatever. Although I'm not really much of a preference with SUVs in that game.
No, same. Volvo 850R, that's also a very good car. I also know this car is very good.
Is that Mustang all-wheel drive off-road? No, the Mustang Cobra R.
Mustang Cobra R. Mustang Cobra R.
2000.
I don't think I have a Cobra R for off-road. No. If I have a car for off-road, I usually have like a rally livery on them.
Oh, right. The Arcia RSX. Is that a road race or
That's road, yeah.
front-wheel drive or
yeah.
off-road drive?
Oh, this is also a good car, yeah. I also quite like this car, but I don't think it's as good as it should be for this video. Charger, I think I have a Charger at A class for off-road racing, which is amazingly fun.
What is it?
That's obviously going to be in
The-
favorites.
The Safari was pretty good for power builds too.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, the Tacoma, that is definitely going... No, wait, that's for A-Class. The A-Class Tacoma was amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to experiment with cars. So many of them. So many B-Class cars.
Excessively.
I don't know. I don't know from the top of my head any of these cars that... the Elan, I know the Elan is good. And I'm gonna have to look at I'm gonna have to experiment with the other cars at some point. A-Class.
The Ford Deluxe 1930s is pretty good as long as you're using off-road tires or whatever.
Yeah.
And obviously in the A-Class, you want the bone shaker.
Yes, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to put that in. But it's just been done to death at this point.
Pretty much.
This is also a good build. Obviously, International Scout is going in.
I forgot that I just remembered that I'm trying to sell cars on auction. I haven't even checked them out yet.
Mhm.
And one of them was the 60s Ford GT, I think. I'm just selling it because I need money. I'm getting broke. At least I'm keeping the modern Ford GT, the 2005. Well, retro. I'd say it's retro now.
This is definitely one of my amazing cars.
Oh yeah, that grippy one.
That's very grippy one, yeah.
Yeah, but it has a lack of power.
This is also one of my best. It was this one. This is an off-road car.
Oh yeah, the
Also
Maserati.
Quite liked this one.
I can't find that car for some reason. The Maserati.
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite cars. This
Oh, yeah,
this one
the
is one of
goat.
my best rally cars for A-Class. One of my absolute best. A Porsche 550A. It's so agile. It's insane.
Oh. It doesn't even cost that much. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Oh, the Hot Wheels Mustang too.
Yeah, I don't think it's one of my best though. Dancing Delta
Right,
S4, that was one of my best cars. Where is that
I can
Charger?
understand why. The traction was terrible, especially rear-wheel drive. So, is the regular Ford F40 a good car too?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
the
it
competition.
is, but it's going to be an A-Class car. But is it good? Yeah, it's good. I don't recall it one of the best though. But like I said, for this for these videos, I'm gonna have to retry some of the cars and see how they are, because
So
they're
what type is it
literally.
again? Is it a track toy?
Sorry, what?
Is it a track toy or retro supercar?
The F40 is a retro supercar.
Okay. The Toyota Supra from '98 is a pretty decent car for S1 class. It's understeery, but it has good power.
Okay, this
At
one's
least
also
for
good.
circuits. It's pretty good for circuits. Pretty good downforce too.
Oh yeah, my off-road A-Class classic muscle cars. I have to try them out too, see which one is actually quite good. Pulsar,
Oh.
this Pulsar is a good car. For A-Class?
I would-
think it was.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Chevelle is your favorite.
No, I think I have a Charger, which is rear-wheel drive and has a V10, but it is so good. Somehow, basically.
The Charger RT rear-wheel
Yeah.
drive off-road.
Yeah. Jeep Trailblade, obviously that has to go in.
Does it still have bad traction though?
Not really, actually. That's the amazing part.
Even without traction control?
I don't do traction control actually. Yeah, GT40, I believe GT40 Mark II was a very good car.
Yeah, the GT40. That's the one I'm selling for money.
Oh yes, this one. I'm gonna have to try it out at some point.
And obviously the Trailcat's good too.
The Trailcut is definitely good.
I might have to make the Beamer M3 GTR in A class because I don't think it's that great in S4 class.
It's decent, but it's nothing special.
I'm disappointed though. The GTO was a good car. And
Oh, this is also a good one. This is also a good one.
Do you know of the best BMW car if it's not the GTR?
I have a good build with the E92 M3.
Oh. Well, it's about time the E92 improved from Pro Street.
Is this a good car? I don't remember actually.
Oh god, the Hyundai Envision 74.
Oh, this was the... Oh, so the HCTF was a A-class, not B-class. So I need to remove that B-class one. Manufacturer, Maserati, and remove... Oh, hang on. Maserati, where are you? That means
Maserati.
remove from vehicles.
Remove from favorites. Huh. Oh yeah, the RCF Track Edition is good too. My favorite car. Good engine sound. Reminded me of the SL 500 engine and Most Wanted, like I may have said before.
Going to S1. I think S1 has going to have the most cars that I like.
Duracell bit. That's an awesome livery.
I mean that Chupon, that Mercedes is a good car. Chupon E-Ray Corvette, that's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, the
Brabham, that's one of my
Chupon.
favorites.
What about the
F1
McLaren
GT?
F1 GT?
Yeah, that's going straight to favorites.
Yeah, you pretty much. I literally cannot beat your record.
I
to
also
that car.
love this car, this Hennessy Venom GT. Such a good car, this. Mosler,
Oh, the Venom GT.
I'm gonna have to try it out.
I thought the muscle was pretty much going without saying.
Yeah, but in S2, I'm not so sure about anymore in S1. I'm gonna have to try that out again.
Oh, and that's one. Okay.
This Jeanette is also a beast in off-road. Charger, this is going. This is for off-road. That I can't.
Oh,
add
and I
that.
tried that. I tried that electric Porsche, and I didn't really like it. It
No.
doesn't have that much grip.
Same.
Doesn't
Same
have
here.
much downforce. And
This-
yes, the Viper Anniversary Edition is amazing.
Yeah, but this is an off-road build, and I have an S1, which is also definitely in my favorite, which is, I believe, here is somewhere. No, it isn't. I'm gonna have to look it up. This car has been in my favorites for the longest, I think. This Ferrari 488 GT3 car, it is so amazing. It
Oh,
just
yeah, the
handles
track
so
toy.
beautifully, so naturally. Good power, good grip, amazing handling. Such a good car. This is also a good car.
And what about
this
the
GT1.
RS200?
RS200 is good, but in S2 it's good. I don't really like... Oh, this is also a good car. This Ford Racing Puma Forza Edition.
Oh yeah, that car. I
There
think
is
that-
my Forza Edition Charger in S1. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
anymore
that
if
car.
These cars are really good. I'm gonna have to try that out at some point again. The zombie black tires.
Remember that new Lamborghini that you liked? The sound engine?
Oh yeah, the Essenza, you mean? Essenza
think so.
SCV12?
I think so. I can't put my finger on the model name. Oh yeah, and the AMG TR, the CLK GTR too.
Yeah, amazing.
Off-road.
Oh, this is also good.
Oh, the Diablo GTR too. Yeah.
The Diablo
It's-
GTR is amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing in Forza Horizon 4 too.
I know I like this car for S1 off-road.
Oh, did you try out the Forza edition of the 350Z or
Yeah, I
Z?
did. It's good, but it's not going to be featured in the video. I don't think it's that good. This car was also surprisingly good. The 512S Ferrari for S1.
Oh,
Trailcat, obviously. This is one of my
Off-road or
absolute
on-road?
favorite of on-road.
okay.
Activity detected, yeah, of course.
The Reventon. I remember that was the
Revent-
most expensive Lamborghini. in Forza
Reventon
Horizon 4.
is the car that I want to like, but it's just too understeer. I can't make a good build out of it.
You tried to make it all-wheel drive. Did you even try to make it rear-wheel drive?
I tried
Just to make
everything.
it at least two, make it slightly more oversteery.
I tried absolutely everything. I couldn't make a good build out of it, which is very sad.
Oh, you got the BMW M3 livery. I had the same exact car for
This one
S1.
was also a beast. This one was also surprisingly good. The
Oh yeah, the Aston Martin Vulcan AMR Pro is
no,
good.
the
but- oh yeah, the
the,
Pro
uh,
Stock car.
the Pro Stock car, but for S1 off-road. That was surprisingly good.
I would try it, but I only have one.
This is a drift car. No, that.
Oh no, not the Mach E. Uh,
Oh, the Mark E is going straight to hell. And I think that's already it.
I need to know. Could you show me how that thing rides? I mean, why is it the worst in terms of driving?
Where's the Mark E? Where's the Mark E? I'm going to quickly sort by manufacturer. Ford, Mark E.
Yeah.
The thing is, it isn't good at anything.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
need to
good.
see about this car.
I think it's currently an off-road.
Yeah, it looks
Is
like
there a good section that I can? Yes. The problem with this car, it's just too heavy.
They shouldn't have made a Mustang electric car anyway.
Thing is, it sells, you know. Big SUV and electric. That's what
Yeah,
people
this
want
doesn't-
these days.
It just doesn't feel like a Mustang at all.
True.
My mom hates that car too, believe it or not. She loves Mustangs, but that one is just terrible. Well, at least the acceleration seems pretty decent.
Yeah, that's true. I would say off-road, it's the only thing it's decent at, but for drifting it's bad, for on-road racing it's bad, but at S1 you have so many better options for off-roading. Now these are all my favorites now that I currently have. Oh, quite a lot actually. Oh, that's going to be a long video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 38 cars that's going to be featured in S1.
Ooh.
S2!
Well, you've seen worse. Oh, the Pala welcome pack, and the Aero. Why that car?
CCGT
Oh, that's
definitely.
not in your favorite list. Never mind.
Sensor, that's going to be in, obviously. Vet to the
Yeah,
Blade
I
is
haven't
going to
even
be
tried
in.
that car yet. I haven't even tried that car yet. The Lamborghini, what was it?
CCGT? That's amazing.
The Lamborghini Sinatra, whatever you said there.
Essenza SCV12. Such a good car, this.
No, not that car. The other Lamborghini, 2013, I think.
2013 Lamborghini?
It's not a Veneno. Is that a Veneno?
Oh, Veneno. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I
Centenario.
can't. Centenario, yeah,
The Centenario. Yeah. That's also a good car.
a good hypercar, right?
I think this one's also good.
Oh, don't forget the CT GT either.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
All, that was already in the favorites. That was like very early in the favorites.
Yeah,
Having a quick look.
yeah. Oh,
Viper
the Bad to the
Anniversary
Blade too,
Edition.
yeah.
Such a good car, the Bad to the Blade. Love that handling.
Yeah, the handling is good, but the speed is what really killed it.
The speed, the speed, I would say the speed isn't what kills it. It's got such a good handling that the low speed just doesn't matter. The reason I'm saying this is because on like half of the tracks for circuit racing, it holds the world record.
It's true, but for sprints, nah, you don't want it.
Even on some of the sprints, it holds the world record because it has such good handling.
Yeah, I mean, at least it can somewhat race 200 miles an hour. Just if you don't put too much downforce into it.
True.
The Radical is okay too. Same with the
Radical,
Ferrari
I don't
F50
think
GT.
I don't think I know I had an amazing build in Forza Horizon 4 of this car, but I need to, like I said, this list that I'm like putting on favorites is definitely not final because I need to test them out again. I need to see how they work.
And what about the Sierra cars? The Alpha Yokohama? I tried that car and it was pretty much the same story as the Bad to the Bone. Bad to the Blade, I mean.
Again, I just have to try it out, I think. I'm just now favoriting cars that I know are good. I know this car was very good.
You know what's funny? The AI driving that car pretty much convinced me to buy it because it pretty much destroyed me once. The Sierra.
I also love this car. This is also a good
And
one.
I think I know exactly what you're gonna put in the X class. At least one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think what I'm gonna do is just add X to the S2 video because I think there's like 2 or 3 cars that I absolutely love.
The Mosler and the Sexto Elemento, I guess.
I think it was indeed a Mosler, but I'm gonna have a quick look. Zonda R was a good one.
I remember that Zonda R from Most Wanted
Zonda.
2012. It actually sounds pretty good. Same with the McLaren F1
I also
LM.
love the Cadillac racing car.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Oh, the make an honorable mention about the Diablo GTR that it's a great drag car too.
the Diablo GTR is actually my favorite because for S2 it's also amazing.
Yeah, it is. It has amazing power on my side.
I think also I quite like this one.
And it
And obviously
weighs a
FXX.
lot less. The Ferrari FXX is good too. And yes, the CLK GTR Forza is just absolutely my favorite.
Oh yeah, the Brabham BT62. Obviously this.
Oh yeah, you can't forget that one.
But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Only 14. Oh, and this one needs to be an S2 car. Haha. Oh, someone actually with a friend request. Let's accept them.
Who, on Discord or?
No, on Xbox.
Oh, okay. Maybe that was King Flame? Who knows?
Could be. I wanted to make this an S2 car.
Oh, the setup was locked. You used someone else's build, didn't you?
No, I bought it from the auction house.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he invited me to play. I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to be going to bed in like, I don't know, a couple minutes. Getting quite tired.
You're making an elbow drive?
Yeah, I think that's going to be the way to go for this. Actually missing some PI stuff. I think if I made it real
Lightweight?
drive, yeah. Lightweight, yes, it's got that. I think I need to put other stuff on, like front tire width. Yeah. It's not going to be as good. Ah, so that's why it couldn't reach S2. Haha. I don't think I can do anything else to it.
How dare you?
Or I'm gonna have to remove the rear wing.
Are you serious? That's gonna make it harder to control.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't try that car then. I should probably use the F5 instead. Whenever I get the chance.
Well, that's a shame.
Screw you, Hennessy.
There are a good chunk of cars in S2.
I don't like the Model S, the V12 anyway. Was it a V12? Oh my god. Venom GT. I don't like the model in that car anyway.
It's great for S1, but I just remember it as like the Bugatti Veyron, the car that wanted to beat the speed of the Bugatti Veyron. I think this is with slicks, and this is with semi-slicks. Then this was like my semi-power build. This 918 Spider also that I recently added, which is a very good car.
I remember when I first drove it on one of your earlier streams. When I was on the cloud gaming.
Yeah, back with the clouds.
Never doing that again. It's a good thing I bought the game, so I don't have to worry about anything about Game Pass or anything.
Can I? No. Can I? If he keeps spamming me, ignore.
What's he saying? What's he doing?
The guy keeps inviting me. Okay. Mute. One card that I also absolutely loved for I mean, I like both of these, so this is also going to be adding to favorites. And this A-Class is going to be added to favorites.
I like the E-Ray.
The E-Ray is fantastic. This S2 Cadillac race car GT3 that I've put the 7.2 liter V8 in. So good. And it's got so amazing. I muted you, Raz. Okay. Sorry, mate, but keep spamming me. Remove friends. Bye bye.
That sounds. Yeah. So what were you saying about the Cadillac?
That it's amazing.
Amazing what? Like power,
Amazing.
grip.
Everything. Engine is amazing. Drive. Okay. Even then. You, my friends.
Ugh.
Are getting blocked.
You might as well just block him.
Keep spamming me, you're getting blocked.
I hope that wasn't King Flame.
No, otherwise he would have probably... No, he doesn't, because he doesn't have a PC or a modern Xbox.
Oh yeah, right. Well, that's disappointing. Someone's drifting. Nice.
I need to get one of my favorite cars. Also, I should be... As I'm considering buying that car pack that has like the Pagani Huayra R. That also is seems to be a very good car.
That car is pretty good on Need for Speed Heat and Payback, I would say.
Oh, then let's get the X-Class Ascent V12.
V12.
And then I'm just gonna drive this a bit, and I'm gonna call it a stream.
Oh, you're using launch control?
I do use launch control, yeah. Gives me a...
You don't want to use it when you're using the Hot Wheels Mustang. I found that out the hard way.
There are some cars that have like an insane, like I would say, power to grip ratio. Like B-class or C-class power builds or D-class power builds. And they absolutely struggle when using launch control. But I'd rather just use launch control in general. Because it helps me so much with the keyboard.
Oh.
You have PC, but it's out of date, so game is almost impossible. Yeah.
Out of date. Are you using Windows 7? 8.1?
It's probably just an
Windows...
older PC in general. Hardware in general. Oh, this is also definitely going on like one of the best sounding cars in the game.
It's sad that Windows 7 had to end support still, you know?
I mean, eventually, all things hardware-wise must come to an end. Support-wise, all that stuff.
I mean, the good thing about it is it doesn't mean you can't use it anymore. It's just you're at risk.
It just puts you at so much risk. Oh, I love this car so much. It handles so good.
Let me guess, is this going to be in your number one list?
This is the X-Class car. Yeah, it's just very good. But I mean, is it better than the S2 version? I mean, how much faster is this? This can reach a tip speed of 404.
By the way, I noticed something different between you and me in this game. Whenever you turn, the camera doesn't go. Your camera is less static, you know. Whenever you're turning your car, like drifting or whatever, you can see more of the side of your car more than I can.
Oh, I have drift cam on.
Drift cam. I always use flar cam.
Yeah, but like there is an option you can put on. Like if you are drifting, that the camera is going more towards the side. Then it is, I think you can, if I'm going in this section, if I'm drifting, your guy just looks at the side of the window, not just,
Yeah. Where is that option?
Um, is it in video? Or maybe HD in gameplay? Power units, ghosts. Drift camera, yeah. Yeah, you want that to turn to be enabled.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. See if it makes me feel more comfortable that way.
But also when I'm using the outside camera, I'm using the far camera. Maybe that is a bit different.
No, I've been using FarCam.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna try that and see if it makes me more comfortable with the driving and the handling and whatnot.
Oh, flat out easy. Haha. So good.
Yeah, well, you know what car can be better than that? Seems to have less power than the Sesto, though.
Oh, easily. This is the S2 variant, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
10 years old, so newer games are out of the question. Okay. (2015).
2015. Yeah. That's like, I think it's 7 series GPU? 9 series? Something like that? I know 10 series was 2018. So that's going to be like 7 series GPU. Oof, that's right. If he actually has a GPU.
Well, just so you know, King Flames, you can always turn down the graphics just to see if it makes it any better.
Here's the thing, mate. If you have a 10-year-old PC that doesn't have a GPU, you don't even have to try.
No. Well, I'm just saying if he actually does have a dedicated GPU that old.
What's the minimum requirements for Forza Horizon 5 actually?
At least 16 gigs, maybe, of RAM. For one thing.
1070. Yeah, no way. No way. Even if you have, I think, a 780, that wouldn't be good enough. The minimum is a 970, so that's not gonna cut it.
Wait, the minimum.
Minimum is a 970, but
Yeah, 970.
so you would have a you would need to have like a top of the line PC in 2015 to be able to play Forza Horizon 5.
You'll need an upgrade. If he could even handle an upgrade after 10 years of usage.
Alrighty, I think I'm done. Close to
All right.
11. I think I'm gonna call it a stream. I said this to I don't know if you heard this, that I don't know if I'm going to be streaming Forza next week on Friday.
Oh yeah, I was here.
It depends. I guess we'll see. Monday is definitely going to be Need for Speed 2015 again, and I guess we'll see from there. In the meantime, I'm going to be acquiring footage for the videos, and I'll be aiming to at least launch the D-Class video when Forza will be released on PlayStation. So exciting times are ahead. Looking forward to all of it, and hope to see you all on Monday. If not, have a great time.
Is the favorite cars series on Forza Horizon 5 gonna involve your voice, like about why it's your favorite car or whatnot?
I have had the idea to just do an intro and then just let the footage speak for himself. Say like what the type of car it is, what the purpose of it is, if it's like power build, a speed build, a grip build, or an all-round build. But just using voiceover in the intro and then maybe in the outro, but not during the actual showcase of the cars.